Okay. That might help.
You might hear me that way.
Oh, yep, skip the open. All right. Welcome to the Greene County Fair, Xenia, Ohio. We're got here for the second day of racing. Before we get started, Mike Blopkenberg, our starter extraordinaire, wanted to talk for just a minute.
Well, the very neat thing about Xenia, this is the home of the starting gate. Steve Phillips designed the original starting gate in the early 30s, and it took 100 years because I made my first gate in '01, first truck gate, back onto a Ford truck. So it took full circle, but I've been here for about 25 years, and this is always kind of hallowed ground because this is where the starting gate was born, and this is where my standardbred racehorse industry evolved in a viable sport. Prior to that, we had recalls. It took forever to get them started, and the mobile starting gate has just changed the industry immensely. And most people don't realize, one, I built them, but two, when the wings are open, which I do that setting backwards, that I've got the accelerator. All poor Becky's got the steering wheel. All she sees is that fence coming.
Yep, and she does a great job, especially at some of these fairs where she's got to navigate pretty hard to get to that first turn.
Some of them's experience.
Yes.
You were at Piketon. She's got to be a NASCAR driver to get around that turn.
Because she doesn't stop till the backside.
No, we can't. There's not enough room.
Yep. So. All right. Now, how many countries are your starting gates in right now?
United States, Canada, France, Budapest. Right now, about 40% of the starting gates in the United States and Canada we built, which for a little guy in the middle of nowhere is a good deal. And you realize we're just 40 miles from here, still on 35 like this facility. So the starting gate has evolved, but it's still stayed close to home.
Good deal. All right, Mike. Well, we're going to let you get back here because they're getting ready to start.
I got to go.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Well, it's supposed to rain. We're going to try to beat the rain.
Okay.
All right.
Let's work.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir. All right. All right. We had Mike Walkenberg. He wanted to talk last night, and we just got him on here today right before the races. So I'm Jeremy Moore. I'm here. Doug Ballinger, Chris Santa Caterina behind the camera there. We got some rain coming in, so we're going to try to beat the rain here. Get as many in as we can, so hopefully you stick with us throughout the night. We'll keep you updated. Doug, how you been? I haven't worked with you yet this year.
Good. I've been on the mic a lot, calling races. I was at Auglaize County Fair last night. I think I worked OHHA Bell Fountain 2 nights, Oak Harbor 2, and I guess here tonight.
Good deal. Glad to have you.
So I start 13 days in a row. I started 13, I should say, on Tuesday at Walpock. And then here tonight, I'm working Scioto Friday and Saturday.
Oh, okay.
With Barry Bickroy. Jenna Otten will be out of town. She's going to the Hamiltonian to do some work out there, so I'm going to fill in for her and probably call a few, I assume, to give Barry a break. And then Sunday I go to Chillicothe and then Urbana Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week.
Okay. So you are busy. Good deal. Well, we got 13 races on tap for tonight, capped off by the Chip Noble Memorial. We've got 5 horses in that and a lot of 51, 52, 53 miles. So hopefully we get to that, get it in before the rain, and that should be a pretty good race.
Xenia brings back a lot of memories to me. Roger Houston, this is Roger's hometown. When you drive into town, it says hometown of Roger Houston. And he's the gentleman that gave me my start back in when I heard his voice in 1969. And when he left Pompano and he was doing all of his county fairs in the summer, in his last year he called Xenia was 73 when he went to the Meadows. So I took over here in 74, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I think I worked. And it was just so far for me from Salina. It's about 105 mile this way. And I had a chance to pick up Wapakoneta, which is only 20 miles down the road. So back then, we'd race Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday afternoon back in the day.
Wow.
That's how things change.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to post-parade our first race, 3-year-old trotting fillies. So we'll flip it up to Roger here for the post-parade. We'll come back and introduce the horses.
Timothy Johnson drives. Number 2, Hot Tea, make the driver Alex Hawk. Number 3 is scratched. The 4, Very Good Secret, Jeff Neisonger. And number 5, She's a Bee, Roy Burns. In the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing. 2 minutes. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
All right, back here. Hey, Doug, things just got a lot better looking up here. We are joined by Jasmine Arnold. She she did this last year with me. She had a blast, and I think she was looking forward to doing it again this year. So, but
I always look forward to seeing you, Jeremy.
Whatever. So
You too, Doug.
She's got a couple drives later on, so we're going to get her on air for a few races. The one, bye-bye, Timothy Johnson drives for Daniel Brewer, who trains and owns the Long Tom filly. She's had 2 starts this year over Washington Courthouse and Lebanon. Still looking to hit the board.
The 2, Hot Tea, David Ward gets the drive for trainer Virgil Morgan Jr., 3-year-old bay filly by Enterprise. Has a win this year. That win last time out at Eaton last Sunday in 2:03 and 4. They're getting ready to go to the gate. The 3 is scratched. Jeremy, the 4, Very Good Secret.
Jeff Neisonger going to be in the bike for trainer Dan O'Mara, owner Marjorie Paul Hamus, Creatine filly. She's got 6 starts this year, a second, 2/3, $4,400. And the 5, Jasmine, who we got?
She's a bee. Roy Burns owns, trains, and drives.
She's got 6 starts this year, $2,700. So we've only got 1 winner, but she was scratched. So still got a, nope. Hot Tea does have a win this year. Last start out at Eaton. So we got 3 of them still looking for their first start. Hot Tea 1-9 on the board with Alex Hawk in the board, in the bike. 3-year-old trotting filly sponsored by the Greene County Agricultural Society at purse $6,224. Again, bye-bye Tim Johnson, Hot Tea, Alex Hawk, Very Good Secret, Jeff Neisonger, She's A.B., and Roy Burns. We're going to send it up to Roger for the call of the first.
Upper turn. Gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and trotting. That She's a Bee on the outside. On the inside, Hot Tea as they race into the turn. Very Good Secret is their 3rd. Racing 4th, bye-bye at the first 8th. On to the backside, Alex Hawk and Hot Tea lead the way by a length and a half. Very Good Secret and Jeff Neisonger 2nd. Dropping in 3rd, She's a Bee for Roy Burns. Trading the field, bye-bye, Tim Johnson. Field of 4, race over to the first quarter mark, led by Hot Tea. Racing 2nd, Very Good Secret, opening quarter in 31 seconds. Around the turn, She's a Bee racing 3rd, trailing the field bye-bye, all in straight alignment at the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. It's Hot Tea with the lead. Very Good Secret right there 2nd. She's a Bee trots 3rd. The trailer remains bye-bye as they race by the stands first time, coming to the halfway station. Or halfway home with Hot Tea showing the way. Very Good Secret is 2nd. Halfway there in 1:02. 3/5. On to the backside they go. Separation to 3rd. That's She's a Bee. Moving on the outside. Tim Johnson with bye-bye. Down the backside going to the 3/4 mark. It's Hot Tea. Been there every step. Racing 2nd. Very Good Secret. Up on the outside, that's Bye Bye. Inside, She's a B as they race over to the 3/4 mark. Hot Tea has the lead. Very Good Secret is right there second. 3/4, 133 and 1. Midway around the final turn, Bye Bye goes off stride. Little more than an 8 to go in Ohio. Hot Tea brings him into the stretch. Very Good Secret is here second. Racing third, She's a B. Ducking to the inside, Very Good Secret closing ground. But it's all Alex Hawk. Hot Tea with the lead. Very Good Secret is there second. Coming home third, She's a B. The mile, 2:03 3/5.
So Hot Tea takes a gate to wire. Made a little break after the wire there.
Little accident.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does. Trotters.
Back half 101, final quarter 30 and 2 for Hot Tea. Alex Hawk got the drive. A 3-year-old bay fillet by Enterprise out of the SJ's photo mare. Tori Ann is owned by Joyce McCullen of Zanesville. Virgil Morgan Jr. trained second of the season, 2 in a row for Hot Tea.
So that was kind of interesting. Roy popped out of there at the gate, and I thought, okay, we got 4 in this race. Let's not try to get parked. And yeah, found a hole sitting third there. Then I think Roy was telling me he bought this mare. She's out of Honey Bee, and he was telling me about the mare, and so he bought her basically for breeding purposes.
He told me about her at Lebanon, and Dan Ader used to train Honeybee, and she was a very nice trotter. And he was telling me he was super excited about her.
Bought her out of the Amish sale or something, I thought he said, or
Yeah, it
or
looks
some
like
sale.
last year. I mean, she was with Nick Clegg, or Betty Clegg, my apologies, September of 23, so.
Yep. I saw Jasmine looking at the Weather Channel app. Does it look good?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't look good at all.
I thought when the race was going on, I thought I could see a little bit of lightning in the background. I hope I was seeing things.
Maybe it was Brad checking the flash of the camera.
Yeah, I think that was Brad.
Yeah. So we're going to try to run through the races as quick as we can here. Did Alex come back yet? No, there he is.
Back
over
in
there.
front of the stands, your unofficial winner of the first race, Ohio Colt Racing Association 3-year-old filly trot. Number 2, Hot Tea, owned by Joyce McClellan, Zanesville, Ohio. Virgil Morgan Jr. gets his 10th win at the county fairs this season. And for driver Alex Hawk, that is win number 26. The 3-year-old filly by Enterprise of Tori Ann, home winner in 2:03 3/5. Final half 1:01. The final quarter 30 and 2/5. And for Hot Tea, 2 in a row in Ohio. Drake Concessions presenting to the winning driver Alex Hawk coupon for a free sandwich here at the Greene County Fair. Results are official first race. Number 1, Bye Bye 4. The 2, Hot Tea, the winner. 3 is scratched. The 4, Very Good Secret 2. The 5, She's a B 3. Top down 4-1 scratch 2 3 on the bottom. The quarter 31. The half 102 3. 3/4 133 1. The mile 2:03 3/5. Second race coming up, number 5, Odds On Sarah. The driver, we think, is Dave Ward. Dave Ward drives the 5.
Second race, first division, 3-year-old filly. Pacers for $6,316. David Ward to drive the 5. Odds On Sarah, field of 5. We'll be back to take a look at this second right after this.
The Greene County Fair in Xenia, Ohio has been a staple in its community since the late 1830s. The first fair was put on by the local agricultural society and displayed exhibits in the courthouse square. The fair grew in preceding years, adding pulling and plowing contests, but horse racing on Main Street was the biggest show. Greene County harness racing wouldn't be what it is today without Immortal Hall of Famer Stephen C. Phillips. Better known as Uncle Steve, his fame as a horseman began in 1879 with his pacer, Sleepy Tom. Phillips purchased the 11-year-old in 1878 for $320. The horse was nearly blind, but responded to verbal cues. Sleepy Tom won 18 of his 22 Grand Circuit starts and held a world record. Uncle Steve produced many other great horses and even introduced harness racing to his nephew, Steve G. Phillips. The nephew would go on to make his own name by revolutionizing the industry with the mobile starting gate. It was also home to trainer-driver Sam Chip Noble, who will be inducted into the Harness Hall of Fame in 2022. The Greene County Fair is a member of the Ohio Colt Racing Association and hosts 2 nights of live-action racing.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
We're back here at the Dark County Fair.
I wish.
Greene County Fair. Dark County Fair in about 3 weeks. Doug Ballinger, Jasmine Arnold joins us on set. Jasmine, you got a couple drives later in the evening.
I do.
Both in the ladies' pace, or the ladies' pace was last night.
Ladies' pace was yesterday.
Did you win a division of the ladies' pace?
Yes, the first division, and Stacy Curry collared us and win the second. Yep.
And did you watch the replays of those 2 races?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh, they stole the night right there. That was.
Did they go in 2 minutes?
2 minutes was the first division. 2-1 was the second division. Yep.
Yeah, they were racing. That's for sure.
And your big thrill was probably 2 years ago, or maybe 3, at Delaware. You won the ladies driving championship that year, right?
I won it 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row?
Yep. So 19 and 20.
19 and 20. Okay.
Yep.
Has it been around that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Age
Good deal.
is catching up with me.
Wow. So we got the second race on tap. 3-year-old Payson fillies. First division, purse of $6,316. So, Doug, why don't you start us out here?
Well, we're going to take a look at the one. Fear the X. Mark St. Louis Jr. is listed to drive for Brett Swartz. Swartz owns a partnership with Brian Larrick. This is a 3-year-old bay filly by Fear the Dragon out of the Big Bad John Bear, Big Bad Bretta. A $22,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago. 7 starts this year. Yet to find a winner's circle. Has 2 seconds and a third. Right at $5,000. Lifetime $15,500. Took a mark at Piketon last year as a 2-year-old. 2 minutes 4/5. The one. Fear the X.
State the Fear is a 2. Daniel Brewer is a trainer. Timothy Johnson will be the driving. This 3-year-old Fear the Dragon, he has only had 2 starts this year. Or filly, I'm sorry. This filly has only had 2 starts, 1 second. It looks like she raced late last year and then had 2 starts this year. So
The 3 April Hill High, Denny Henry drives and owns for trainer Jack Franklin. Nom Hill High filly out of the Pet Rock mare Petrify. She's had 10 starts this year, a third. Last year had 12 starts, a win, a couple seconds, 1 over Wilmington and 2-3. She was a $10,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. So finished 3rd last start over at Eaton.
Let's go to the post parade with Roger.
For Timothy Johnson. Number 3, April Hill High with Denny Henry. Number 4, Faith Not Fear, the driver Emma Wahlberg. And number 5, Odds On Sarah, Alex Hawk in the sulky. Horse will take one score, go to the gate. Mutual windows closing less than 3 minutes. Don't be shut out. Wager now. Barnary, get him ready.
The 4, Faith Not Fear, Emma Wahlberg for Russell Early the third. 3 Obey Philip, but Fear the Dragon out of the American Ideal mare. Better Love Next Time. Elizabeth Quantance of Bucyrus, Ohio owns. 4 starts this year, has 1/3, $3,400. Last year, 4 starts, had a second and a third. Last time out was distance. This was at Sydney. Start before that at Lebanon, did not finish. Has a good line there at Wilmington, 3 back. Finished 4th, beaten 6 3/4 in 2 minutes and 4/5. Her mile in 2:02 and 1. Emma Wahlberg drives the 4, Faith Not Fear.
The 5, a Virgil Mortgaging trainee. She is 1 to 5 on the board. Odds on Sarah. I have a lot of experience with this filly here at Scioto. Looks like here she's a front runner. She's had 10 starts this year, 6 wins, a second and a third, mark of 55 flat at Scioto Downs. So she's got her stretch her legs at Scioto a little bit and come here to a half-mile track. Let's see if she minds her manners here and finds a winner's circle.
Yeah, Jasmine, the 5, odds on Sarah. To the fans here at the Greene County Fair, like she's sent off right now at 1 to 5. David Ward for Virgil Morgan Jr. This will be 5 in a row if she can get this. And she was a winner Sunday at Eaton, Ohio. Got the whole mile in 2:02 and a 5th.
Yeah, she's a gritty little thing. She likes to do her work, that's for sure, especially on the front. Alex Hawk is driving her, isn't he?
Yeah. We'll put Alex.
We've got Alex Hawk will drive the 5.
Yep, Alex has been driving her here at the fairs, so.
So we got 5 going in behind the gate here. We're trying to get them off before we get any rain.
Could be an Alex Hawk early double.
Mm-hmm.
If he plays his cards right.
Yep.
The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Often pacing April Hill High goes the lead on the outside. Odds on Sarah. On the inside, Fear the X holds position into the turn. Faith Not Fear now 4th and backing off, trailing the field. April Hill High. On to the top, it's Alex Hawk. Odds on Sarah by a length and 3/4. Fear the X is racing 2nd. State of Fear 3rd. Racing 4th. Faith Not Fear trailing the field. April Hill High as they race by the opening quarter. The leader on top, odds on Sarah. Opening panel 28 and 3. Racing 2nd, Fear the X. Pacing 3rd, State of Fear. Faith Fear is 4th and trailing the field. April Hill High, straight alignment. April Hill High and Denny Henry first up on the outside. Now 5th, now 4th, going after the leaders. Odds on Sarah brings them to the halfway point. Right there, 2nd is Fear the X. They're halfway home in 59 flat. Into the turn, going to the backside. State of Fear racing 3rd. April Hill High on the outside 4th. Faith Not Fear races 5th. Down the backside, going to the 3/4 mark. Odds on Sarah has the lead. Fear the X is there 2nd. Gapped out 3rd. State of Fear up on the inside. Faith Not Fear 4th. April Hill High on the outside 5th. At the 3/4 in 1:28 and 1. Midway around the final turn. On top and starting to open up. Odds on Sarah and Alex Hawk. Now by 3. Fear the X is there 2nd. Racing 3rd. Into the lane, it's State of Fear. Coming home less than a 16th. It's all odds on Sarah by 4. Fear the X 2nd. State of Fear is 3rd. The mile, 1:57, 2/5.
She, just like her last 4 starts, cruised right along for Alex Hawk.
She looks good doing it. She came past the half here. She's still flipping her ears. She likes to work, especially when she's on the front.
Back half 58-2. That's her 5th in a row. 3-year-old Bay Phillip, a Racing Hill out of the Bettor's Delight mare. Paula's Delight, odds on Racing, a homebred. Virgil Morgan Jr. trains. Alex Hawk takes the early double. 28-3, 59, 128-3, 57-2. Final half, 58-2 for odds on Sarah. Second, the 1, Fear the X. Third, the 2, State of Fear. Fourth, the 3, April Hill High. And fifth was a 4, Faith, Not Fear.
So I wonder why they're bringing her to the fairs. Because she, last 4 starts at Scioto, she had 2 wins. So
she had raced earlier in the McCoy late closer. She did get a win in one of the divisions, 55-2. She had a second, 53-2.
And then win the
so she's
final.
Right there in every one of her starts.
Yeah.
Then she went to the non-winners of 4, and she was scratch sick. And then she went to the Buckeye Stallion Series on June 21st and finished 4th in 51-2, paced her mile in 52-2.
I'm sure he has a method to his madness.
Oh, yes.
I'm not questioning him
Nope.
at all.
Seven, 2/5. Final half, 58-2. Final quarter, 29-1. Alex Hawks now got 2 sandwiches from Drake Enterprises on the fairgrounds. For odds on Sarah. 5 in a row in Ohio. Results are official.
Now, you said you're
Number 1,
familiar
Fear
with
the
her.
X, 2.
It's a little
The 2, State of
be a
Fear,
handful of
3.
times.
She
The 3,
can in
April Hill
Scioto,
High.
but she was really good right there. She really made me eat my words, but she probably gets a little excited at the big track.
Okay. I thought she looked fairly calm there.
Yeah,
but
she looked awesome. She's growing up.
There you go. Cool. So we got 2 down, Doug. We got, 11 to go now?
So up next, third race, first division, 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot for $6,273, a field of 5. And we'll be back to take a look at all 5 in that third race from the Greene County Fair right after we hear from these fine sponsors.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
All right, back here at the Greene County Fair in Xenia, Ohio. Before we get to the third race, I've got a special guest here. We're going to talk with Amelia Smith. Amelia, thank you for joining us. I know you guys got a busy day today.
Yes, we do.
How many do you have in?
We have 5.
Have 5 in? Okay, are they most in the later races?
We get the 6th, 9th, 12th, and 2 in the 13th.
2 in the 13th, all right. So, hey, I've seen your name down as owner a little bit. How'd you get started owning?
So my first horse was Stone Cold Blue. He's currently in Minnesota. We bought him at the Harrisburg sale. I think it was $9,000 was my first horse.
Oh, well. Cool. So how many horses have you owned since then?
Quite a few,
Quite a few.
honestly. I think there's probably some I've forgotten.
Yeah. Do you get attached to any of them?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. You haven't learned this as a business yet. They come and go, right?
Yeah, they do come and go, but I do have a couple that I do like.
We're going to flip it up to Roger real fast for the post parade.
But a Prince, Kevin Snyder. Number 3, Flash of Fame, Roger Hughes Jr. Number 4, Commander Tom, David Young II. And number 5, Cousin Van, Tim Deaton in the sulky. Horse will take one score, go to the gate. Mutual windows closing. Less than 3 minutes. Less than 3.
All right, Amelia. So any plans to do, you think you want to drive, be like this lady here? And
I was thinking about getting my matinee license because I just turned 14.
Okay.
But there's no matinees this late in the year, so I'll probably get it next year.
Good deal. All right, well, we're going to let you go. We're going to talk about this third race here. Thank you for stopping up here. Hope you enjoyed it. Anytime you want to stop up, we're broadcasting. We're more than welcome you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Jeremy, third race, first division 3-0 Colt and gelding trot for $6,273. The one Tom Swifty. David Ward drives for Christy Noble. 3-year-old Bay Goat, son of a long Tom out of the Pilgrim's Tie Mare. Owned by Sandra Burnett in partnership with Northern Ray Racing. 10 starts to the winner circle 7 times with a third. 68,000 this year, 107,000 lifetime, 155 earlier in the year. Just 2 back at Scioto Downs in the Buckeye Stallion Series. The one Tom Swifty.
The 2, Nothing But a Prince. Kevin Snyder's going to drive for trainer-owner Kimberly Daly. Nothing But Class gelding out of the Craze Mare JP Princess. 8 starts this year, a second, a third, a little over 3,000. Still has not found the winner's circle yet. Was third over at Sydney, fourth at Marysville, second at Lebanon. Come home in 28-4.
The 3, Flash of Fame, Roger Hughes Jr. owns with Wayne Miller of Sugar Creek, Ohio. Roger will be training and driving this gelding of Uncle Peter. He's had 14 starts this year, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a third for $16,000 in his bank account. Made a couple mistakes the last 2 starts, but I feel like Xenia track will help him out a little bit.
The 4, Commander Tom, David Young II for Steve Carter. 3-year-old Bay Goat, the son of a long Tom out of the Cantab Hall Mare for the love of Lindy. A $27,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago. 10 starts this year, has 2 wins, 4 seconds, 20,000, 92,000 lifetime. Last year's a 2-year-old, 58-4 at Scioto Downs.
And starting from the 5 pole, Cousin Van, Tim Deaton going to be in the bike for trainer co-owner Tammy Hartman. Co-owns with Karen Sue Zapata out of Kentucky. Uncle Peter gelding by the Dunrail Mare Contender Hanover. 12 starts this year, 2 wins, a second, 2/3, closing in on 13,000. Took a mark at 57-4 at Scioto back in late June. Coming off of a second place finish at Piketon, third place finish at Washington Courthouse. Flip it up to Roger for the call to the 3rd.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. That's Tom Swifty for the lead. Flash of Fame up on the outside second as they race around the turn. Nothing But a Prince races third. Fourth is Commander Tom. Touring the field, Cousin Van. Down the backside they go. It's Flash of Fame on top of the field by 3.5. Racing second, Tom Swifty going to the first quarter mark. Nothing But a Prince third. Racing fourth, Commander Tom, and trading the field, Cousin Van. By the opening quarter, 29-1. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Roger Hughes Jr. and Flash of Fame lead by 3 1/4. Tom Swifty is there second. Nothing But a Prince third. Commander Tom fourth. Cousin Van trails the field. Tips to the outside. Tim Deaton to begin the long chase. Coming by the stands first time to the halfway point. The leader, Flash of Fame. Tom Swifty second. Nothing But a Prince third. At the half, 59-3. Cousin Van on the outside fourth. Racing fifth, it's Commander Tom on to the backside and the 5/8 mark. Roger Hughes Jr. unchallenged with Flash of Flame. Down the backside, Tom Swifty and David Ward ready to come to the outside second. Nothing but a Prince on the inside. Up on the outside, Cousin Van. 3 wide. Here comes Commander Tom. Now fifth, now fourth on the outside. 3/4, 129 and 3. Into the final turn. Tom Swifty on the outside grabs the racetrack. Flash of Fame is there second. Continuing to close on the outside. It's Cousin Van and Commander Tom. Coming home on top of the field, it's Tom Swifty. Battles on for second and third. It's all Tom Swifty. Home second, Cousin Van over Commander Tom. The mile, 2 minutes flat.
So Tom Swifty, David Ward gets a pocket trip. Go past Flash of Fame down the backside. I think Roger was worried when they round the turn there to the 5/8 because he was looking over his shoulder.
I see he's got an ear hood on. He must be a little hot off the gate.
Yeah.
29 and 1, 59 and 3.
Yep.
6 in a row for Tom Swifty, the 3-year-old Bay-Goat, the son of a long Tom. 8th of the season and 11 tries.
Puts him over 70,000 this year. 110,000 lifetime, so. Tom Swifty been racing, won the last 3 legs of the Buckeye Stallion Series. Leg of the Richardson late closer at Scioto. The Overcomer final Scioto at Scioto, so he's not doing too bad for the Christy Noble barn.
Homebred Sandra Burnett along with Norman Ray Racing own. Second was the 5 Cousin Van. Third, the 4 Commander Tom. Fourth, the 3 Flash of Fame. And fifth, the 2 Nothing But a Prince.
Big mile for Cousin Van. Timmy pulled him before the half here, got away last, and flipped up to Roger here.
3-year-old Colton gelding trot, the 1 Tom Swifty. Owned by Sandra Burnett and Norman Ray Racing of Xenia in Wilmington, Ohio. Christy Noble, the winning trainer. David Ward gets his 15th at the county fairs this season. The 3-year-old gelding by Long Tom out of Evanora. Home a winner in 2 minutes flat. Final half, 1:02. Final quarter, 30 2/5. David Ward gets a sandwich from Drake Concessions, the sponsor of race number 3. In the barn area, hold your horses for the 4th race. Hold your horses in the barn for the 4th race. Here's your complete order of finish. Number 1, Tom Swifty, the winner. The 2, Nothing But a Prince, 5. The 3, Flash of Fame, 4. The 4, Commander Tom, 3. The 5, Cousin Van, 2. Top down, 1, 5, 4. 3, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 29 and 1. The half, 59 and 3. 3/4, 129 3. The mile, 2 minutes flat.
Well, you could hear Roger, I'm sure, there in the background. We're going to hold that 4th up by lightning delay. We were rolling right along. I mean, that was just about record-setting time.
Yeah. I looked at the radar. It looks like we got 1 cell that's going to come through, and then we got a little bit of clearing after that before the massive rain hits us.
Well, the 4th is up next. It's the first division of the 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace for $4,557. First of 3 divisions. Field of 6. We'll be back to take a look at these 6 pacers right after these messages.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Moni, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 15th.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Checking our Facebook watchers, Rhonda Ritter is watching, I assume, from Florida. Good friend of mine. Hello, Rhonda. That is the mother of Mike Wilder.
Hi, Rhonda.
I announced Mike Wilder's very first driving win. And now he has 9,000.
Whew, that was a couple years ago, huh?
Yeah, just a couple. Just a couple.
So this break gives us a chance to talk to Jasmine because she is going overseas next week. So tell us about that and what's all entails.
Well, actually, so I leave Tuesday. No, I leave Wednesday. I leave the 7th. My mother, me, Adam, and my best friend, Courtney, we're going to Conquer and Divide.
Yeah.
No, we're going to England, sorry.
Yeah.
We're flying into London. We'll stay a day and a half there in London and kind of do our own thing and see how things are there. And then we'll catch a train and we'll go to Wolverhampton, which is right there by Birmingham, and that's where the racetrack is. It's called the Vincent Delaney Memorial. It's pretty popular. I'm sure most people know what it is. If not, throw it in the search bar in Facebook and it'll come up. On my way here, they were actually doing the draw. So they do the draw like 9 days out. So I figured out the horse that I'm driving today. And other than that, I know nothing.
Now, is this all ladies race or?
Yep. So this is an invitational ladies race. So I'm the only one from the U.S. going that got invited. Lauren Triton, she's Australian, but she's here in the States now. She also got invited. There's a couple other people. I don't know them. I'm sure I could get their names for you, but yeah, they're from all over. And there's a field of 10. There's 6 on the gate and 4 trailers. 2 tiers, that's it.
Now, is this a half-mile track?
This is a mile track.
A mile track.
Yep. So past VDMs, they have been a half-mile track. This year, they're doing a new race course, so they usually race thoroughbreds there. So, I did some research and looked it up. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Big mile track, hub rails on both sides. It's awesome.
You should get a good call because I think you know the announcer, right?
I think I know the announcer. Yeah, we're going to go. We're going to have a good time, I hope.
Good. Take lots of pictures for us,
Absolutely,
videos.
absolutely.
I'm sure OHHA would like to have some of those videos and stuff. And
the OHHA is actually sponsoring me to go.
are they?
They're
That's
one
great.
of the 4
That's great.
sponsors. Yep.
Now, you was scheduled to go during the COVID year,
Yep,
correct?
I was scheduled to go to, this is when the VDM was in Ireland, and then COVID had hit, and, excuse me, Roger and them still had went over, and it was a little risky for me to go. I didn't, feel comfortable, and they understood that, so I stayed home, and I waited for my chance.
Now, who's going with Roger this year?
With Roger, I don't know.
You don't know, okay.
I know that Heather
usually
Wilder,
goes. I don't know if she's going this year.
And Scarlett Wilder.
I think
she's also
Roger
going
flies out Monday,
Sunday.
he just told me.
Monday, okay. Yep, they're going on the Ireland tour. So Heather did a fantastic job with putting a tour together and stuff like that. I can't leave 3 extra days at a time, so I was unable to do that. So we're going to take our time in London and kind of enjoy that a little bit.
So now, are they pacers or trotters over there that you're driving?
So I will drive a pacer.
Okay.
Yep. So from my readings of it, it's like a track master. Horses that don't usually race this weekend of the VDM get a chance to race.
Okay.
So like I said, I got the horse's name and the trainer and stuff like that. Other than that, I know nothing. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how to watch replays from over there. So
I was wondering if you could put in RTN, if you put the horse's name in there.
I don't know. So his name is Billy Closure, is the horse. Now, I don't know if it's Billy Closure N or it's just a Billy Closure.
Yep.
I mean,
To Roger, to the announcer, it'd just be Billy Closure.
Right,
We don't
right.
put the N on.
right. So I don't know.
Yep.
I'll do my homework tonight, though.
Now, you're a regular outrider at Scioto.
Yes, sir.
And some county fairs.
A little bit of county fairs. I try to stay away from
So
them.
at Scioto, were you working back in June when the accident happened, the bad accident?
Yes, I was. I
Yeah.
was there, and Brutus and I did the absolute best we could, and we kept everybody as safe as we could, and we did our job.
I think on Facebook you got a lot of praise. So.
Yeah, that was one of the absolute worst ideal settings that you could ever think
Now,
of.
How many were loose that night then?
So there was 7
Yep.
undrivered. There was 2 down, 5 loose.
5 loose.
Yep, and I caught 3 of the 5.
You got 3 of the 5.
Yep. The other 2 just
Stopped on their
Yep.
own.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, when you're
Circumstances
on
could
a
make
dead run with that horse, how fast are you going? Would you estimate 30 mile an hour?
Yes, it's at some point, yeah. In a straightaway, we didn't have to catch anything on a straightaway that day. So when you do full out blown have to catch one, you're going 30, 32,
I'm sure.
I would
yeah.
say. Yep. Yeah, I put a lot of faith in my guys that I swing my leg over every day. They do it for me.
And if you're talking about the horses, if you're ever at Scioto, bring a pack of Twizzlers.
Yep, Brutus
like
and William, they love Twizzlers.
Yeah, because you and my wife get together way too often.
Now, do you help when Wendy puts the school on there in September? Do you help with that?
I don't. The first year, she kind of came over, and I was working, and I work in the morning too, so I didn't really have time to take off. And I talked to the girls there while I was working and kind of gave them a couple scenarios that I had and any questions. And no, beyond that, I haven't been asked to come back, and so they need me, I'm here.
Now, when you train your horses, how do you, because like in law enforcement, we have scenario training. Okay, here's what you're going into. Now, does Adam and stuff and your dad help you out at the farm there? And
So Adam, my dad, Larry Finn, and my uncle, Mike Arnold, those 3 are absolutely phenomenal when I get a new horse. We start out, they jog, I watch. That's all we kind of start out doing. We start out very slow. My 2 that I ride now, I made from scratch. So they knew nothing compared to this at all. So the guys, they'll race bike, jog cart, whatever I need them to do, they're there. They really, really help me. I had an accident last year where I went over top of the horse's head, and this year I brought a new one out, and Adam said, we're going to do this because we're not having any more situations. I said, you're right. So the new horse, Will, he's had about everything thrown at him, and he caught a broken line this year, so I think he's ready for whatever I throw at him.
good deal.
Yep.
Because I know last year I asked you about it, and you prefer quarter horses.
Yes, I prefer quarter horses, absolutely. Christina Smith, she's out here at Xenia now. She actually had to help me get to the track yesterday and to the gate.
Yeah, Frank
Thanks,
and I
Christina.
was talking about that. Said the Outriders helping the Outriders.
Yeah, he was being a little pistol
So
yesterday.
the quarter horse has probably that quick speed, quick
So
foot
the
of
quarter
speed.
horse has speed. So Christina and a couple of the other girls, they like thoroughbreds. They're big. They have speed as well. I don't like them. They're not sane. They're not sane enough to me. I want something that's short and stocky like myself, and my quarter horses are just that, you know. And it's not all about speed. They're not all fast. Most of them are fast.
Now,
Don't get me wrong.
Christina, is she at Hoosier this year?
Yep,
working?
Christina's at Hoosier. Yep, she's got a full string of horses there. I think she's got 2 thoroughbreds and a quarter horse. So, yep.
And how does that work? Like anybody when you get into the outriding, like a place like Hoosier has a stable area, which a lot of tracks do not have anymore. They stable her horses there, I assume.
I assume, yeah. I've never worked for a place like that. Now, when I work for Scioto, obviously, but I can keep my horses there during the week. Jason lets me keep them there really whenever I want.
Yeah, because the barn, they do have the barns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we have the barn area, and I have my barn set up down there, and they stay a couple days during the week. It's just a lot easier on my pocketbook not having to drive the truck and trailer every day. So.
Yep. And then, so now when you do Miami Valley, but you don't do Dayton, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And Ashley Holiday does Dayton?
I believe so. Yep.
Okay. Now, when you go to Miami Valley, that's a little closer for you, or are you kind of in the middle, in between?
I'm kind of in the middle. Actually, Dayton's the closest. But they're right at about 50 minutes. The drive to Miami Valley is a little bit easier. It's kind of back roads, and it's a little simpler, where Scioto's 71, construction, and yada, yada. So, yep.
So,
And
like at Scioto, post time roughly up 5:50. What time are you supposed to be in position at a certain time for warm-ups?
So I don't really do anything for warm-ups unless I have bad actors, and I kind of go from there. I like to be on the track, I would say, like, no later than 5:30. 5:45 is post.
And explain to the fans out there that might not know this, at the Perry Mutual track, we'll use Scioto, the judge can flip a switch.
That's correct.
Explain that. The light comes on.
Okay, so on the teletimers, you have one right after the quarter pole, right after the half, and right after the three-quarter pole. There is a light. There's a red light, there's a yellow light, and there's a green light. The green light obviously means everything's okay. You can go ahead and go. The yellow light is proceed, but with caution. And the red light with a siren. So red light comes on with a siren. Exit the track immediately. So as back there in July when we had that wreck, the red light was going on. I had two guys in the front, Danny Noble and Tyler Smith. So they were at the front of the field, and I had three loose horses on the outside of them. They couldn't directly go off the track. I mean, they had to use their heads just a little bit. So the guys went into the infield. They kind of followed each other. I didn't know this, but Tyler was telling me this after the fact. He said the lights came on. We didn't know really what to do. There's horses everywhere. So they went to the infield and kind of did a little circle, and then they vacated off the track when it was safe. So.
But now you said the green, red, but the green is on all the time.
So, yes.
It's on.
Yep, it's on
pretty
during,
much 24/7.
Yes, yep. Unless, if a horse makes a dirty break or something like that, goes down to his knees but gets back up, they won't flip the lights on that in that kind of situation. It's just mainly if like something gets loose. I think it's just to kind of. I don't know. Jeremy knows. If you drive and you're out there, you're listening, but you can't hear.
No, you can't.
You can't hear anything.
Right.
You can hear them all screaming, but you don't know why. So. Those lights really, really help. And the siren also helps. It's just really getting your attention,
Now, what kind of feedback do the drivers give you after the race? Or do they let you know, hey, I got one? How do they get a hold of you first, or do you kind of know the horses?
They say, Jasmine, you're terrible. Come help me. No. So I have regulars. I actually I usually work on Thursdays, and I sent Devin a nice hefty text message of my regulars on Thursday night. So I usually have regulars, and there's a couple New Zealand, Australian breds that they're different. They're not like ours, and they need a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of help. So that's what I'm there for. If a trainer knows one's bad, they'll always come to me. I always have my radio on. So Brutus, the roan horse I have, he doesn't like the paddock. It's too loud, it's too much, way too much going on. So I stay down in the barn. So a lot of people are like, oh, I can't get a hold of her. You can, I promise you. And most of everyone at the track has my phone number, so give me a call.
So, yeah, right here, we've been on a rain delay here in Xenia. Roger's calling out the fourth. We've been chatting with Jasmine Arnold, telling us all about her life.
Got a report. It's pouring down at Scioto right now.
Poor Devin.
Poor Ellen.
Oh, poor Ellen's working too. Thinking of you girls.
Yeah.
So The fourth race is up next. It looks like we're going to be back in action here shortly. This is the first division of the 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace. First of three divisions for $4,557. David Ward drives the 1 stars over Sydney for Brett Swartz. 3-year-old Bay Gold, the son of the Yankee Cruiser. Out of the 4 stars, Shark Mare, Megastar, Brett Swartz and Brian Lurick and Dylan Fagan own. 11 starts for Stars Over Sydney this year. 3 wins, 2 seconds, a third. Pushing 20,000 was a winner a couple weeks ago at here. 201 and 3. The 1 Stars Over Sydney.
The 2 Fearlicious, Jason Beatty in the bike for trainer Bobby Joe Brewer. Fear the Dragon Gelding on the Western Ideal Mare Jersey Licious. He's owned by Michelle Herman here in Ohio and Matthew Kiesler. North Dakota, a fellow brother in blue. 3 starts this year, not hit the board yet. Did make a break last start at Washington Courthouse. Bobby Joe told me it's a shoeing issue because Jason is the
Jason
blacksmith.
does the shoeing.
Yeah, she said, we think we got him cleaned up this time. So
And it was a second tier. Give him a break.
yeah, we will.
3 Margarita Shot, Randy Smith, Xenia native here for Miss Jessica Smith. Mark St. Louis Jr. will be in the race bike. This guy here likes the front. 12 starts this year, 5 wins, 2 seconds, 28,000 in his bank. Mark of 52 and 1 at Miami Valley. So this guy here could rattle.
4 Katie's mix, Zach Henry for Jack Franklin, the 3-year-old Brown Gelding, the Western Tear. Out of the Artificial Mare, Cam Starry Knight. Zach Henry owns 10 starts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 6,200. Yet to find a winner circle this year or last year. Last time out, finished 3rd, beaten 21 lengths and 57 and 1 at Eaton, and that was Sunday.
The 5, David Young, the 2nd, gonna drive Bronx Drifter. Steve Carter trains, Peggy Carter, Sheila Hummel owns the Yankee Cruiser Gelding out of the Dragon Again mare Pascal's Wager. She was a homebred for Sheila. 12 starts this year, 3 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. $20,400 in the bank. Mark of 53 and 2 at Miami Valley. We're going to flip it up to Roger for the post parade.
Colt Racing Association 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pace, $4,557. Number 1, Stars Over Sydney with David Ward. Number 2, Fearlicious, Jason Beatty, excused from the post parade. The 3 Margarita Shot, Mark St. Louis Jr. The 4, Katie's Mick, Zach Henry. Number 5, Bronx Drifter, David Young II. And number 6, Ball of Terror, Scott Cisco in the sulky. We're still awaiting the 2, Fearlicious and Jason Beatty. If you're going to race, let's go.
All right, finished talking about Bronx Drifter here. Was 5th the other day at Piketon, made an uncharacteristic break. Before that, had a 3rd, a win at Wellston, and a win at Wilmington.
6 is Ball of Terror, Scott Cisco for Deborah Swartz, 3-year-old Bay Gold, the son of Western Tear. Out of the Presidential Ball mare, She's a Ball. Bradley Delaney of Wilmington owns. A winner once this year in 14 starts, 3 seconds, 2 thirds, 23,000, 53 and 4 at Scioto Downs. That was back on June 13th.
Decent little field of 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers. We got Jason Beatty back on the track here with Fearlicious. One of the rules here at the fair, you do have to go in front of the grandstand. Go in front of the judges there. I think, was it Doug? You told me last year it used to be after the race, the drivers had to come back in front of the judges.
At one time, in the old days, they would come back and salute the judge with the whip.
I remember you telling me that.
And they did that. Just why?
That was just the way it was in the old days.
Okay.
Things have changed.
I think if I did that now, John Weiss would probably have me by the throat.
John's a good old guy from we call the hillbilly circuit.
The Hillbilly Circuit.
Yes, it's a great place.
Is that Chillicothe area?
No, this is Rock Springs, Athens.
Oh.
Have you been to Rock Springs yet?
No, but I've heard it's beautiful.
You've got to go.
It's a little far. They don't have ladies' spaces, so.
No.
That first turn might not like any of us.
No, the first turn is the best turn.
Oh, is it?
The last turn, ask Scott Cisco about it. Yeah. So we got a field of 6 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers going to the gate. Race number 4. We're back to in action here at Greene County Fair. So Stars
Still going to get 4 in an hour.
we
Pretty
are.
good.
So let's.
I like it.
We were on a roll. We would probably be on 4 and 5 would probably be done for sure. We'd be probably getting ready for a post breed for the 6th if we didn't have that delay. Let's go to Roger with a call of the 4th.
They're often pacing that Stars over Sydney, right out for the lead. Fearlicious gets away second. 3 Margarita Shot up on the outside third. Racing fourth, it's Ball of Terror as they race around the turn, go on to the first 8. Racing to the backside they go. KD's Mick racing fifth and treading the field. Bronx Drifter following the break. Down the backside they go to the first quarter mark. On top of the field, Stars over Sydney by a length and a quarter as they race over to the first quarter mark. Opening panel, 30 seconds flat. Stars over Sydney with the lead. Racing second, Fearlicious. Third, 3 Margarita Shot. Racing fourth, that's Ball of Terror coming to the outside. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. On top, Stars over Sydney. Up on the outside, 3 Margarita Shot. 6 ahead in front and goes right on. Fearlicious is there third. Fourth on the outside, Ball of Terror. Fifth, KD's Mick. Halfway home in 1 minute. On to the backside they go. The battle continues. 3 Margarita Shot on the outside. Stars over Sydney on the inside as they race to the backside in the 3-quarter mark. The margin is neck. Racing third, that's Ball of Terror. Go on to the 3-quarter mark. Racing fourth, KD's Mick at the 3 quarters. Off stride, Fearlicious at the 3 quarters. 1:27 2. That third panel, 27 2/5 around the final turn. 3 Margarita Shot vaults out of the 2-hole and goes after the leader. Stars over Sydney once again. Stars over Sydney. Ball of Terror closing on the outside as well. Stars over Sydney. 3 Margarita Shot. It's 3 Margarita Shot. Stars over Sydney. Ball of Terror. .159 1/5.
Little weary leg that last quarter.
Just a little bit, yeah.
27 2, third quarter. 3 Margarita Shot. Stars over Sydney head to head, stride for stride.
I want to know what Mark
last
was
half.
thinking. You know, he usually drives the Stars
Yes.
over Sydney and had the inside of it.
That was going through my mind during the race.
When he pulled on him here, I thought he was going to clear, but no, David Worth said, I don't think so, mister.
Yeah. It's his home track. And
Right.
yeah, that was a good race there. 3 straight for Margarita, 3 Margarita Shot. Probably would have been 5th win in a row if she hadn't made a breakover, or he hadn't made a breakover at Lebanon.
Which that was a pretty uncharacteristic break. This 3-year-old gelding by Pet Rock is pretty slick gated, so not sure.
Mark St. Louis Jr., I don't know the standings right now, but I know he's right up the top of the fair driver standings. Now, where is he stabled at this year? Somewhere here in Ohio, correct?
You know, I
Isn't
can't
he
answer that.
usually he's from Michigan, correct?
Yes, I do know he's Michigan.
Mainly-
Beyond that, I
Mainly was
honestly-
in the Ohio Fair Circuit, a lot of the northern fairs.
Yes.
Shot. Jessica Smith of Xenia, Ohio. Randy Smith, the winning trainer. The winningest driver on the Ohio Fair Circuit in 2024, Mark St. Louis Jr., with his 55th win of the county fairs this year. 3-year-old Gelling Bapette Rock at a Real Love, home a winner in 1:59.1. Final half, 59.1. Final quarter, 29.4. Mark St. Louis Jr., a free sandwich from Drake Concessions. Results are official. Number 1, Stars over Sydney, 2. The 2, Fearlicious, 5. The 3, Margarita Shot, the winner. The 4, Katie's Mick, 4. The 5, Bronx Drifter, did not finish. The 6, Ball of Terror, 3. Top down, 2, 5, 1. 4, DNF, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 30. The half, 1 minute. Corrected time for the 3 quarters, 1:29, 2/5. The mile, 1:59, 1/5.
So that 3/4 time.
In the 5th race.
1:29 and 2, 30 seconds a minute. 1:29 and 2, home in 59 and 1. So it's on to the 5th race. This is the 2nd division of the 3-year-old filly trot for $6,224. Field of 5 will owe you a couple drivers changes. Dan Noble listed on 1 and 2. I'm sure we'll have a change on both of those, as Danny is, I'm sure, not here tonight. We'll be back to take a look at the 5th race right after these messages.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
The Delaware County Fair, where history meets horsepower. Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime as the world-famous Little Brown Jug takes center stage. Witness the heart-pounding action, the thundering hooves, and the sheer determination of these incredible athletes compete for the coveted Little Brown Jug title. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. For ticket and hospitality options, visit littlebrownjug.com. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are made and legends are born. Be there!
Well, we're back here at the Greene County Fair. 5th race. Up next, 2nd division, 3-year-old filly trot. Field of 5, the 1, All About Faith. We'll owe you a driver when they come out for the post parade. Tighter Tinch trains this 3-year-old bay filly by Watt the Hill out of the Credit Winter Mare Global Pageant. A $9,000 Lexington Select purchase 2 years ago. Omba Blaze Racing of Cincinnati. 18 starts this year, 4 wins, 3 seconds, 2/3, $26,637, 59 and 1 at Lebanon about 2 weeks ago. As a 2-year-old at the Darke County Fair in Greenville, took a mark of 2:01 and 1. The 1, All About Faith.
The 2, Our Moment in Time. Jim Arledge Jr. is the trainer. I will also owe you a driver on that filly there. This is a homebred for Laura and Paul Baker of Galloway, Ohio. 14 starts this year. Hasn't found the winner's circle yet, but we'll get there. 1 second, 1/3, 7,000 in the bank. Last year he had 13 starts, only 1 win there. So looks like he has a couple mistakes, but I believe with the track here we'll be okay.
The 3, Kemp's Joyce. Roy Burns drives, trains, co-owns with Melissa Burns. The 3-year-old filly by Witt out of the Cadabra mare Mythical Kemp. 5 starts this year, 2/3, $3,700 in the bank. Coming off a 3rd place finish at Piketon, where she trotted a 2-4 and 4. Was 5th at Marysville. Made closing in on 10,000 lifetime.
4, Honey's Lucky Star. Scott Cisco trains and drives the 3-year-old bay filly by Lucky Chucky out of the Duke of York mare Hetty's Honey. 6 starts yet to hit the board this year. 2,300, 6,300 lifetime. Last time out at Piketon, finished 4th, beaten 9 lengths in 3 and 4. Honey's Lucky Star trotted a mile in 5 and 3.
Number 5, Pink Memories. This is a Virgil Morgan Jr. trainee. Brett Miller will not be attending the Greene County Fair this evening. This filly by Uncle Peter was unraced at 2. So we have no starts at 2. We had 10 starts this year, 1 win, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds. Marker 59 and 1 at Scioto Downs. So she can trot, and that looks like Danny went ahead and drove her in a non-winners of 1 back in June.
So we're looking, Doug and I's looking at drivers. I think we're going to have Jason Beatty on the 1, David Ward on the 2. 5-horse still is not out here yet. Alex Hawk.
Alex Hawk. It looks like Alex Hawk.
I think we saw it at the same time.
So I just got word. Mark St. Louis Jr. Dates Stacy Curry. She said that she is his biggest fan, and they're located in Thornville.
Okay.
So I'm not where Thornville
is. It would be east of Columbus off of 70.
So kind of by like Zanesville?
Yes, Buckeye Lake area
Okay,
in there.
okay.
Yep.
Yep. Fair enough. Well, thank you, Stacy, for getting back with me. I appreciate that. And
At
I'm
least
sure
we have
everyone
somebody
else.
listening. We know that.
Yeah, that's right.
So Jasmine finds out everything for us.
I don't know about that.
But I want to talk about the 1-horse, All About Faith, the Blaze Racing out of Cincinnati, Ohio. I interviewed one of the owners, or one of the founding people from them, and they started this kind of as a joke, but then they was kind of serious about it. I think there's like 10 family members all involved in this. So if they win, I'll snag one of them and get them up
That's
here.
awesome. I did not know that.
Yep.
They own multiple horses or just one?
They own multiple right now, yes.
Good.
I didn't get in depth too much with them, but
Right.
maybe if I find one of them, I'll get him up
Snag
here.
him.
And
Yeah.
Cisco holding up the field, imagine that.
Oh, Scott.
He's on California time.
I forget he's from California all the time.
Went from California to Canada, and then to Ohio.
He's all over. I think he picked up his wife in Canada too, didn't he?
Yep.
Yep. And their baby girl.
Yep.
She's getting big.
There he is.
There he is.
My daughter babysitted their daughter during COVID. And so now we always say it's Cisco Frazier time, because his wife's name's Amanda Frazier. So that's what we say. Amanda, hi, I know you're listening. So let's flip it up to Roger for the post parade of the
Jason,
5th.
3-year-old filly trot, $6,224. Number 1, All About Faith with Jason Beatty. Number 2, Our Moment in Time, Dave Ward. Number 3, Kemp's Joyce, it's Roy Burns. Number 4, Honey's Lucky Star, Scott Cisco. And number 5, Pink Memories, Alex Hawk in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score, go to the gate, less than 2 to wager on the 5th in the barn area.
All right, field of 5, second division, 3-year-old trotting fillies. Jasmine, you asked me. She asked me if she's going to need her rain collars later on. I'm like, yeah, probably.
You know, I'm only like a fair weather driver here, right?
Yeah, too bad. So we got the 1 All About Faith at 1 to 5 right now. So she looks like she had an uncharacteristic break last start. Still finished 3rd at Eaton.
She had the second tier though. You got to give her that. It's not fun, but I did see that she had the second tier at Circleville this year with Jason Beatty driving, and she made the front by the quarter pole. That's impressive.
And won by 15.
Yeah.
So then we got Our Moment in Time. Had a start in the Buckeye Stallion Series a couple times here. Looks like didn't do any good. Came back to the fairs, try to braven her up a little bit.
Gates rolling for the 5th. Let's send it over to Roger Houston for the call.
Here here they come. They're off and trotting. All About Faith goes for the lead. On the outside, Honey's Lucky Star second as they race into the turn, going to the first eighth. As they race around the turn, going to the backside. Racing up on the outside, now taking the lead, Honey's Lucky Star. All About Faith gives way second, racing third. Our Moment in Time on the outside fourth. As they race down the backside, go on to the first quarter mark. Pink Memories and treading the field. Kemp's Joyce as they race by the opening panel. Opening quarter in 30 seconds flat. Around the turn, coming to the 3/8 mark. On top of the field and showing the way, Scott Cisco. Honey's Lucky Star with the lead. Challenging on the outside, but going off stride. Pink Memories as they pass the stand the first time, racing second. All About Faith, trotting third. Our Moment in Time, racing fourth. Kemp's Joyce, back trotting but trailing. Pink Memories at the halfway point in 1:01.1. On to the backside in the 5/8. The leader is Honey's Lucky Star. Out and moving on the outside. Now second and going on is One Moment in Time. Sticks ahead in front and goes right on. All About Faith's out and moving from third. Now second. Racing fourth. Kemp's Joyce. The trailer remains Pink Memories. Going to the 3/4 mark. They race over to the 3/4. The leader is Our Moment in Time and Dave Ward by 2 1/4. All About Faith is there second. 3/4, 1:31.3. Honey's Lucky Star racing third. 1/8 of a mile to trot. On top of the field, it's Our Moment in Time. On the outside and closing ground with every stride comes All About Faith. Coming to the wire, All About Faith on the outside. Drawn away for Jason Beatty. Our Moment in Time second. Honey's Lucky Star was third. 2:01 3/5.
Back half, minute 2/5, final quarter, 30 seconds, All About Faith. Nails the 2, One Moment in Time on the wire. All About Faith, 3-year-old Bay Phillip at What the Hill was a $9,000 Lexington Select purchase out of the Credit Winner Mare Global Pageant, 5th of the season for All About Faith.
So we got Blaze Racing Stable out there. I was trying to grab one of them.
I'll go get
What?
one of them for you.
Okay. What was Scotty doing trying to leave against him? The guy that just put the coat up in the black T-shirt. I talked to him first time. Ended up being a pretty good horse race there at the end, didn't it, Doug?
It was a good horse race, very good horse race. 30 seconds, 1:01.1 front half, 1:31.3, 2:01.3 as we mentioned. Back half at a minute 2/5, final quarter in 30 seconds.
So and Cisco kept his filly trotting. I know he's had issues with her running. So that was actually a good race for her. Staying flat, still finished third. And I think she's right back in at Chillicothe.
Ohio Colt Racing Association 3-year-old filly trot, sponsored by the Greene County Agricultural Society. Number 2, Our Moment in Time. Laura and Paul Baker, Galloway, Ohio. Jim Arledge Jr., the winning trainer. Dave Ward in the sulky. Number 1, All About Faith, owned by Blaze Racing Company of Cincinnati. Tyler Tins trains. Jason Beatty, the driver. 3-year-old filly, but What the Hill at a global pageant. Home a winner in 2:01 3/5. Another sandwich for Jason Beatty from Drake Concession.
So Jasmine did get one of the owners to come up here. I believe it's the same gentleman I talked to earlier. We'll chat with him here in just a minute after Roger gives us a rundown. Yeah. Put that on there. All right. So while we're waiting for the rundown here, I can't remember your name. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Jeremy. Brent.
Brent. Okay, Brent. So you are, if I remember right, one of the co-founders of the Blaze Racing Company, correct?
Correct.
All right. For those of that have not listened to you or didn't get to catch us at Wilmington, kind of catch us up on what Blaze Racing is.
Yeah, so Blaze Racing is really just a way to get other people all involved in harness racing.
Okay.
So fractional ownerships and things like that.
All right. Now, is this mainly family right now, or are you guys kind of starting to expand a little
Results
bit?
are
We're
official.
trying to.
Number 1, All About Faith, the winner. The 2 are Moment in Time, 2. The 3, Kemp's Joyce, finish 5, place 4. The 4, Honey's Lucky Star, 3. The 5, Pink Memories, 4, place 5 for an extended run in the stretch. Top down, 1, 2, place 4, 3, place 5. The quarter, 30. The half, 101.1. 3/4, 131.3. The mile, 201 3/5.
All right. So 5th race is done. 6th race is coming up. 2nd division, 3-year-old filly pace. We're going to get back talking to Brent here after we hear a couple words from our sponsors.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
All right, we're back here at the Greene County Fair, Xenia, Ohio. I'm talking with Brent Sexton, one of the founders of Blaze Racing Company. So how many horses do you guys have right now racing?
Currently we have 2. Well, 1 racing, 1 that's going to be racing here soon.
Okay. Where's the next stop for this trot and filly at that you just had?
Since Chillicothe's already had the draw, we'll probably do Urbana next.
Urbana next. Okay. All right. So how many? You just got the one trainer, Tyler?
Currently, yeah.
Main trainer?
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody wants to get it, you guys have a website or anything?
We do, yeah. BlazeRacingCompany.com.
Okay.
Blaze Racing CO.
CO.
Company.com.
All right. So if anybody wants to check them out, feel free to do so. Get a hold of Brent. I'm sure he'd love to have you.
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram page, all of that, LinkedIn as well.
Okay. I saw you guys got some nice shirts now.
Yeah, we have some gear and everything like that. If people are interested, we have stickers and shirts and all that stuff as well.
All right, that'll work. So next stop is Urbana for you guys. Yearling sales coming up. Yeah. You guys got your eyes on any of them yet?
We haven't picked any out just yet or anything, but we do have a plan to go to one of them. We're trying to figure out how well Faith does to know which ones we're going to and things like that.
Now, you going to stick with the trotters or you going to look at pacers?
We'll probably stick with the trotters for this next go-around. Right now we have 2 trotters, and so it'll be easier to kind of stick with that. Long term, we'll probably end up with some pacers as well.
Okay. Good deal. Yeah, trotters. I'm biased on trotters because that's all I'll have. Bobby Joe tried to give me one of hers. I said, "See that thing you're putting on the legs right there?" I said, "Nah, that's not in my barn." So, but yeah, good deal with the trotters. But now with trotters, we'll make you go bold. Just so you know.
Oh man.
Yes, this is a great one you guys got here, winning a lot. But then you'll have ones that I have a lot of X's on there too. So got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah, they're and that's kind of why we like the trotters for the difficulty that they are. But it's also very minimal in like your competition if you can get to the get there. You know, that's the biggest part is getting there, right? You know, it's about 50% make it and the other don't.
Right. And that's what I was talking last night. It's the 2-year-old trotting colts. There's not very many, but they're flying this year. You know, 2-2 out here yesterday. Yeah, I was in that one.
Yeah, that we have a 2-year-old Colt as well,
Okay.
but he had some surgery earlier in the year, so we're planning to bring him in at the end of this season, and then we'll be up against you next year.
Yep, get a few starts in him, let him know what's going on, kick him out, let him mature, and that sounds like a game plan. Well, Brent, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I thank you for your time, sir. Good luck to you. And
appreciate all you all do, and we love and have probably another dozen or more people back home watching. So.
Good deal. All right, thank you, sir.
Have a good night.
Dancing Robin, Roy Wilson. Number 4, Ballard Edith Ann, Bernard DeMars. And number 5, Tura Up, Scott Cisco in the sulky. Horse take 1 score and go to the gate. Less than 2 minutes to wager. Race 6.
Well, the 6th race is up next. Second division, 3-year-old filly pace for $6,316. Field of 5. One Fear My Grace, Mark St. Louis Jr. looking for his second driving win of the evening. Drives for Brett Swartz, 3-year-old Bay Philip. Fear the Dragon out of the Art Major mare, Juliana Grace. Has a win this year, a second and a third. 9,500, 24,000 last year, 33,500 lifetime. 203 earlier this year at Circleville. The 1, Fear My Grace.
The 2, Frontier Dragon, David Young in the bike. For trainer Steve Carter. Fear the Dragon filly out of the Real Desire mare, Carol's Desire. She's owned by Hopper out of Kentucky, Gray out of Xenia, Ohio, Shiv out of Ohio, and Gray out of Ohio. 12 starts this year, 3 wins, 2/3. Closing in on 11,000. Coming off of a win at Piketon, Washington Courthouse, and Wellston.
Roy Wilson will drive the 3, Dancing Robin, the 3-year-old Gray filly, by Dancing Yankee out of Robin Full of Fun. OHHA director Kent Saunders owns and trains Dancing Robin. 14 starts, has a second, 4/3, 6,500 this year, 23,500 lifetime. Winner last year at Troy as a 2-year-old of 201-1.
The 4, Ballard Edith and Bernard DeMars. Trains and drives for owner Anthony Jones out of Texas. Dancing Yankee filly out of Village Connection mare, Hawaii Connection. 9 starts this year, a win, 2 seconds, 2/3. Closing in on $12,000. Coming off of a win at Eaton, and then was down in Kentucky in the Kentucky Proud Series.
Scott Cisco will drive number 5, Tura Up. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by Lather Up out of the Ponderosa mare. Tura Laura, Harry M. and Darlene Altop of Urbana owned. Deborah Swartz trains. Went to the gate 12 times this year, 2 wins, 4 seconds, 2/3. 24,582 this year, 57-3 at Scioto Downs. That was back on May 29th. Last time out was a winner by 8.5 at the Shelby County Fair in Sydney, Ohio, 201. Gates rolling. Mike Webkenberg has called him to the gate. Fear My Grace, Frontier Dragon, Dancing Scoot, Ballard Edith Ann, Tura Up. Roger Houston's going to give us the call.
Pacers are all in behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Off and pacing, that's Fear My Grace going for the lead. Ballard Edith Ann up on the outside second and going on. Frontier Dragon racing third into the turn. Dancing Robin fourth, treading the field. Tura Up. Onto the backside they go. Ballard Edith Ann on the outside grabs the racetrack. Fear My Grace is second. Frontier Dragon pacing third. Dancing Robin fourth. Tura Up trails the field at the first quarter mark. The race over to the first quarter. The leader, Ballard Edith Ann. Opening quarter, a blistering 27-3. Into the lane, first time off the 3/8. It's Ballard Edith Ann with the lead. Fear My Grace tips to the outside second. Racing third on the outside. Frontier Dragon coming to the halfway point. Racing fourth, Tura Up. Trailing the field, short route, Dancing Robin at the halfway point. Into the turn they go. Ballard Edith Ann halfway home, 58-4. On to the backside they go. Tura Up on the outside second, racing third. Fear My Grace racing down the backside. On the inside, trailing the field, Dancing Robin. Go on to the 3/4 mark. The leader is Ballard Edith Ann. Been there almost every step. On the outside, racing second. That is Frontier Dragon racing third. Fear My Grace on the move on the outside. Tura Up is fourth. 3/4 in 1, 28-3, 29-4 backside. Nose to nose, stride for stride, toe to toe, 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Ballard Edith Ann has the lead. Closing on the outside, Frontier Dragon. Closing on the outside, 4 wide, coming on with every stride. Frontier Dragon has the lead. On the outside, it's Tura Up and Scott Cisco. Two minutes flat.
They got a little leggy that last quarter.
They got a little leggy. 27-3. Ballard Edith and Bernard DeMars. He wanted the front end. He paid the price for a 27-3 opening panel, hung by the one Fear My Grace and Mark St. Louis Jr. They did the dirty work, and Scott Cisco was licking his chops back there through a half of 58-4. 31-2 final quarter. Tura Up, a winner on the wire in 2 minutes. Tura Up, Scott Cisco for Deborah Swartz, for Harry and Darlene Alltop of Urbana. This is a 3-year-old bay filly by Lather Up, an $8,000 yearling purchase, third of the season. 57-3, as we mentioned back at the end of May at Scioto Downs in a non-winners of 1. Raced in the Buckeye Stallion Series back in early July, finished 9th. Paced a mile in 53-4, 52-4. So it does have some speed. It just set up for Tura Up tonight.
Yeah, perfect second over trip. Front end kind of come back to him a little bit, and Scott was patient, waited to the top of the stretch. So
Scott Cisco doing the wave to his mom, is watching in California. Scott in the speed office were talking to Roger Hughes and I about his mom and how he always does the wave. I think Scott had a win. I was talking to Scott. He had a win or two last night.
Into the winner's circle, the winner of the 6th race, 3-year-old filly Pace. Number 5, Tura Up. Harry and Darlene Alltop of Urbana, Ohio. Deborah Swartz, the winning trainer. Scott Cisco in the sulky. 3-year-old filly, but Lather Up at a Tura Laurel. Home a winner in 2 minutes flat. Scott Cisco with a coupon for a free sandwich from Drake Concessions. Hey, Scott, did you wave at Mama?
I think I saw Mazzy waving at Grandma, too.
Results are official. Number 1, Fear My Grace, 3. The 2, Frontier Dragon, 2. The 3, Dancing Robin, 5. The 4, Ballard Edith Ann, 4. The 5, Tura Up, the winner. Top down, 3, 2, 5, 4, 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 27-3, 58-4, 128-3. The mile, 2 minutes flat. 7th race, Michelle Caldwell drives the 4, going to Mars. Jeff Nysonger, the 5, What a Con.
Well, up next is the 7th. It's the 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot, 2nd division for 6,273. Field of 5. We'll be back to take a look at these 5 trotters right after we hear.
Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay. Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner. And Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
All right, back here for the 7th race, 2nd Division 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Trot in memory of Ron Wallace. We've got 5 of them here going for a purse of $6,273. The 1, Roger Hughes Jr., going to drive Banker Man. Roger trains, co-owns with Joseph Miller at Sugar Creek, Ohio. Enterprise Colt out of the Dewey Cheatham and Howe Mare Paris Hall. He's got 5 starts this year, has not hit the board yet. Just can't get this trotting thing down pat. Tried different drivers, and that didn't work either.
2, here's Johnny Cash. Roy Burns trains, drives, co-owns with Casey Burns. Casey Kelly, I should say. 3-year-old bay go to the son of the Long Tom out of the Don't You Forget It mare. Crystal Clear Cash, 7 starts, has a 2nd and a 3rd, 3,800 this year. Was a winner once last year. That was at Troy in 10 and 1. 19,207 lifetime for the 2. Here's Johnny Cash.
The 3, Flaming Sword. Mark St. Louis going to be in the bike for trainer Russell Early. The 3rd, Daniel Miller, Iowa owns the Enterprise Gelding out of the Cantab Hall Mare LD's Bella. 9 starts this year, has a 2nd, a 3rd, over $4,000 coming off of that 2nd place finish at Sydney. That was the 2nd time trotting hobbles for him. Or that was the 1st time trotting hobbles at Sydney, 2nd time here. So he did trot last start, so let's see if he can make it 2 in a row.
Rounding out the field, the 4, Going to Mars, Michelle Caldwell, Roger Hughes Jr. trains. Owns a partnership with Michelle. 3-year-old bay go to the son of Wat the Hill out of the Chapter 7 mare. Jupiter Rising shows a lot of breaks on just about every start. Yet to hit the board in 6 starts. Last year had 13 starts, had 7 thirds, 5,400 last year, 534 this year. They're 4, Going to Mars. Michelle Caldwell has a lot of improvement to do if he wants to hit the board tonight.
The 2, here's Johnny Cash, Roy Burns. The 3, Flaming Sword, Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 4, Going to Mars, Michelle Caldwell. And number 5, What a Con, Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. Horses take 1 score and go to the gate. Future windows closing in 2 minutes. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
And rounding out our field is What a Con out of the 5-hole. Jeff Nysonger going to be in the bike for new trainer Amy Hawk. What the Hill Colt out of the Jailhouse Jesse Mares Jesse's Con. He's owned by Amir Najor in Michigan and John Ackley here in Courthouse. 9 starts this year, has not hit the board. Had a nice 2-year-old season, just has not came back. Did have a qualifying effort, 2-2 there. But 4th place finish in the Buckeye Stallion Series, but just hasn't done anything since then but run. So maybe a barn change will help him.
If you're having any internet trouble, they say on the Facebook page we're cutting in and out a little bit. Could be the weather. But we are on YouTube, so they can check us out on YouTube. That is harnessracingohio.com, I believe, that where you get that. David Marek, he's checked in tonight. He's a regular. Joe Cooper is watching. Kay Moat. Justin Hall from Chillicothe is watching. I'll be there Sunday, Justin, to call the races at the Ross County Fair. I believe we have 15. Post time at noon. While we're talking about that, we'll get the old Huff Guide out here. See where we're at next.
I know I'm not anywhere for a while anyway, but
Athens goes tomorrow, the only fair in the state of Ohio, I believe. Roger Houston will give you the call there. The Athens County Fair in Athens, Ohio. Post time at 5, 9 races. They're back at it at noon on Saturday with 6. Then to the Ross County Fair, as we mentioned, noon post time Sunday at Chillicothe. 15 races. That's the Ohio Colt Racing Association. Also Sunday to be a doubleheader at 5:30 Sunday evening. The Richland County Fair in Mansfield, a 5:30 post. They're back at it on Monday, also at 5:30. Then it's into the Champaign County Fair at Urbana, Monday the 5th, 6:30 post. Tuesday the 6th, 6:30 at Urbana. Buckeye Stallion Series, a big night of racing at Urbana on Tuesday the 6th with a 6:30 post. Buckeye Stallion Series and the Dick Buxton Trot will go postward. Wednesday the 7th, a 6:30 post once again at Urbana. Berea also next week on a Tuesday, August 6th with a 4 p.m. post. Jefferson, Ohio, Ashtabula, Wednesday and Thursday, 11:30, both of those days. That's just a look at some of the action coming up on the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association Facebook broadcast. We look across the way. Starter Mike Wepkenberg is moving his gate into position. As you had a chance to talk with Mike earlier, Steve Phillips right here is where it all started, the starting gate. And I don't know if it's tonight or if it was last night. We do have the Steve Phillips race. Was it last night or is it tonight? Do you know?
I think it's tonight. Yep, Steve Phillips Memorial is the Signature Series pace. Race number 9.
Xenia, Ohio, also the hometown of the voice, Roger Houston. When you pull into Xenia, it says hometown of the voice of the Little Brown Jug, Roger Houston. Let's go to Roger. He's going to give us a call for the 7th.
They're off and trotting on the inside. Here's Johnny Cash up on the outside. Flaming Sword getting away third as they race into the turn. Going to Mars. Onto the backside they go. Racing fourth. What a Con. Treading the field. Banker Man. Down the backside of the first quarter mark. Mark St. Louis Jr. leads with Flaming Sword by a length and a half. Racing second, here's Johnny Cash, closing the gap third, going to Mars. What a Con fourth, treading the field, Banker Man. Opening quarter, 30 and 2/5. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. The leader, Flaming Sword, by a length and a half. Racing second, here's Johnny Cash, closing the gap third, going to Mars. Way back fourth is Banker Man, and treading the field, What a Con. Straight alignment, passing the stands first time, coming to the halfway point. Flaming Sword at the half in length and 3/4 better. Then here's Johnny Cash. Third is going to Mars, halfway home in 1:03. Fourth is Banker Man. Field, What a Con. Off stride. Go on to the 5/8. The leader remains Flaming Sword. Gapping out second is here's Johnny Cash. Also gapping out third, going to Mars. Banker Man fourth. What a Con fifth. Off stride as they race into the turn, going to the 3/4 mark. Flaming Sword has the lead. 3/4, 1:33. Third panel, 30 seconds flat. Here's Johnny Cash second. Going to Mars third. Racing fourth, Banker Man. The trailer, What a Con. Less than a 16th to go. Flaming Sword with the lead. Here's Johnny Cash second. Coming to the wire. It's all Flaming Sword. Here's Johnny Cash going to Mars, third. 2:03 4/5.
So 3 of them stayed trotting. Flaming Sword, gate to wire for Mark St. Louis.
Flaming Sword, Mark St. Louis Jr. gets his second winning drive of the evening. This is a $10,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. Russell Early trains through Obago, the son of Enterprise, out of the Cantab Hall mare. LD's Bella, first of the season, Daniel Miller owns. 30 and 2/5, 103, 133, 203 and 4/5.
So Russell's wife is Emma Wahlberg, and she agreed to stop up here. She got a minute, talk with us, because she is from Sweden, I believe. So get her up here and talk to her for a little bit. And it's like Ron Wallace. I remember him. There was him and Virgil Wallace that were trained out. They live outside of Jamestown. They're used to.
Yeah, I remember the name Virgil Wallace.
So the memory of Ron Wallace here, and looks like they got a big crowd to help present the trophy for Flaming Sword. Coming back to the winner's circle here.
Mark St. Louis Jr., as Roger mentioned, 55 wins on the year at the fair circuit. This would be 56. Roger keeps the standing, says Mark St. Louis Jr. is the leading driver, and I'll assume Jeff Nysonger would be in the second place position.
Number 56 at the county fairs, and a sandwich from Drake Concessions here at the fair. This race is in memory of Ron Wallace. He was an owner, trainer, and driver in harness racing, who passed away, and the son of one of the drivers that I had way back in my young days, Virgil Wallace. This blanket in memory of Ron Wallace to the 3 Flaming Sword, 3-year-old gelding by Enterprise of LD's Bella. Lifetime mark, 2:03 4/5. Final half, a minute 4/5. Final quarter, 30 and 4. Results are official. The 1, Banker Man, 4. The 2, Here's Johnny Cash, 2. The 3, Flaming Sword, the winner. The 4, Going to Mars, 3. The 5, What a Con, 5. Top down, 4, 2, 1, 3. 5 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 2. The half, 103. 3 quarters, 133. The mile, 2:03 4/5. In the 8th race, Scott Cisco drives the 3.
Second division of the 3-year-old Colt and gelding pace. Field of 6. We'll be back to take a look at all 6 of these pacers right after these messages. And you can.
The Greene County Fair in Xenia, Ohio has been a staple in its community since the late 1830s. The first fair was put on by the local agricultural society and displayed exhibits in the courthouse square. The fair grew in preceding years, adding pulling and plowing contests, but horse racing on Main Street was the biggest show. Greene County harness racing wouldn't be what it is today without Immortal Hall of Famer Stephen C. Phillips. Better known as Uncle Steve, his fame as a horseman began in 1879 with his pacer, Sleepy Tom. Phillips purchased the 11-year-old in 1878 for $320. The horse was nearly blind, but responded to verbal cues. Sleepy Tom won 18 of his 22 Grand Circuit starts and held a world record. Uncle Steve produced many other great horses and even introduced harness racing to his nephew, Steve G. Phillips. The nephew would go on to make his own name by revolutionizing the industry with the mobile starting gate. It was also home to trainer-driver Sam Chip Noble, who will be inducted into the Harness Hall of Fame in 2022. The Greene County Fair is a member of the Ohio Colt Racing Association and hosts 2 nights of live action racing.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the partial futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
All right, we're back here at the Greene County Fair, coming up on race 8 to the second division 3-year-old Colt and gelding pace. First off, we're going to talk to Miss Bobby Jo Brewer. Bobby, thank you for stopping up here. I know you had a busy couple days, had a couple drives last night, and raced one today. And I said the horse today made a break. I said it's the blacksmith's fault.
It could be the blacksmith's fault. He is crossfiring.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, blacksmith should clear that up.
Yeah, he's been a project since I've got him.
Yep. So, all right, so you have a stable here at Xenia, correct?
I do.
All right. So tell us a little bit about your stable. You got older horses, younger horses?
I got them from old to young.
Oh.
Humboldt was my oldest, the one I drove last night. And then I got a 2-year-old trotter, Skyway Slick. I raced him twice, and he's a special little trotter, but, you know.
Yeah, he beat me at Courthouse.
Stop it.
Most people beat me with this Colt I got this year. So, all right, big race for you last night with Humboldt in the ladies series. Almost got there. Like I told you before we came back on air, the crowd was into that so much, and I asked, could you hear them? And you said, yeah.
Yes, I heard them screaming for me, not Humboldt, for me going across the line. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
He was, you know, it was sad because he's a 5-claimer racing against really, really nice horses that really he shouldn't be racing against. And down the backside, I was watching the replay, and I heard Roger say that he slipped a gear. I grabbed him up so I can get around him because he's wanting to go the whole mile. I was like, oh, man, and I was locked in.
Yeah, well, I thought you slipped a gear or something because I looked up, then you was gapping like 4 or so. I'm like, okay, what happened? You caught back and was starting to circle him around the last turn, so big effort that last
And, of course, all the drivers here, you should have done this, you should have done that. And I'm like, what do you want me to do?
No, nobody critiques anybody do that.
No, not at all.
So, all right, so you're regular around the racetracks and stuff. Where are you going to go to next?
I got Urbana with Skyway Slick, and if I can get this one from Crossfire, and then I'll take him back there. And then Sciota's my other ones.
Okay. Now, how'd you get into the business? Is this a family thing, or?
I did. My parents, they had a farm, and we grew up in Northville, Michigan. There's a racetrack that just shut down, the last one in Michigan.
Yep.
And I grew up in it. They got out of the business. I stayed in, and I went out east and worked for a few people, learning different things from different top trainers, you know, and taking everything in for myself. And then I met Jason, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years ago. I don't even know how long it's been since we've been together. But then we went to Plain Ridge, Massachusetts. And then my owner sent me here to Ohio because I got the slots, and this is where I ended up.
Good place to be right now. Everybody's coming to Ohio.
Yes.
And then you've got an owners from North Dakota. I'm sorry.
I got the greatest owners.
Yep. I've met them. I sold you the one horse.
Yes.
They bought.
Yes, and I like them because they don't believe in sending them to bad places afterward, and we find good homes for them, and they're all about the horse. They're not them owners that try to, we got to win. Yeah. They understand horses, you know, are up and down, and I couldn't ask for better owners.
Good deal. And that's Matthew Kiesler and Michelle Herman.
Yes.
I think Matthew was watching earlier, I thought.
Is he still watching?
I don't know. I haven't been on there for a while. That's another brother in blue.
He is. And Michelle she was a traveling nurse, but they bought a house here in Xenia since they hooked up with me, and I think he's getting ready to retire and move here himself.
Good deal. I'll get him as a special for us. And
yes.
Get somebody else to work here at the sheriff's office. So we're going to flip it up to Roger. And here in just a second for the post parade of the 8th race.
Deputy Frisky, Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 2, Dancin' Scoot with Roy Wilson. Number 3, Big Country Legend, Scott Cisco. The 4, McCardle's Chat with Jason Beatty. The 5, Legendary Noble, David Ward. And number 6, Hunkalicious, Jeff Nysonger in the sulky. Horse will take one score, go to the gate, less than 2 minutes to wager race 8.
So sitting here, she's watching the post parade. She's already diagnosing and everything
Stop
else. So when Jason's out there driving, do you get nervous for him?
No, do you really want to know the sad part? Like the night he broke his arm in Troy, I was racing at Scioto, and Cam drove my trotter, Michael Liu, and he called me and he goes, "How is he?" And I go, "You just got off the horse. We're on the trailer. The horse is fine." He goes, "How's Jason?" I go, "What happened to Jason?" I didn't even know.
Yeah.
And then it just blew up from there. Everyone's like calling. I'm like, "Oh man!" But no, I mean, I watch when I can, but I don't know.
You don't worry anymore.
I don't worry now.
Now,
No.
my wife Ellen, she loves Jason. I said, I
does.
like him too. I can't understand a word he says.
His accent's not
Yes.
that bad, is it?
I have trouble understanding people, and with him it's just if I really pay attention, I can understand him. He's from New Zealand.
New Zealand,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
But you know, when he's walking away from you, even I'm like, "What did you just say?" Like, are you talking to me?
So, all right, let's go down the field here for real fast. WD Frisky with is Jason on that one?
He's on the 4.
He's on the 4. It looks like
Mark St. Louis Jr. is driving
the
one,
one,
WD Frisky.
For trainer Tyler Finch. William Myers owns the gelding. Western Terrier gelding, 4 starts this year, has not hit the board yet.
2, Dancin' Scoot. Roy Wilson drives for Kent Saunders. 3, Obago to the son of Dancin' Yankee. Out of the I Scoot, Hanover mare Robin Scoot. Kent Saunders trains and drives. 14 starts this year, has 2/3, 2,800 last year. 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2/3, 10,000. A mark last year as a 2-year-old, 2 minutes, 2/5 at Urbana.
The 3, Big Country Legend, Scott Cisco aboard for trainer Robert Warner. Bit of Legend gelding owned by Tyrone Rodriguez in Greenville, Ohio. 5 starts this year. Had a 3rd place finish at Sydney. Coming off a 5th place finish at Eaton. Had 15 starts last year, over 14,000. Took a mark of 57-2 at Hoosier.
Jason Beatty drives a 4, McCardle's Chat for Tyler Cook. 3, Obago to the son of McCardle. 14 starts, a win, 2 seconds, 2/3, 9,000. About 2 weeks ago, winner at Sydney, 202.
The 5, Legendary Noble, David Ward in the bike for Christy Noble, Norman Ray Racing.
And the 6, Hunkalicious, Jeff Nysonger for Brian George, a winner once this year. Let's go to Roger Houston for the call.
They're often pacing Big Country Legend. Goes for the lead, but goes off stride. Off stride, the 1, WD Frisky. As they race around the turn, go on to the backside. The leader, Legendary Noble, racing 2nd. That's Dancin' Scoot. Down the backside, Big Country Legend 3rd. Racing 4th, McCardle's Chat. 5th, Hunkalicious. Trailing the field. Pulled up. As they race over to the quarter, WD Frisky. They race over to the first quarter mark on top of the field. Legendary Noble, opening quarter, 31 seconds. Up on the outside, Big Country Legend is there 2nd, racing 3rd. Dancin' Scoot as they race into the lane first time. McCardle's Chat. Next comes Hunkalicious. And out of the race, WD Frisky. As they race over to the halfway point. Passing the stands first time, Legendary Noble and David Ward halfway home. On the outside, Big Country Legend is 2nd. 3rd is Dancin' Scoot at the half in 101 and 2. On to the backside and the 5/8 mark. Racing up on the outside, here comes McCardle's Chat. Hunkalicious tips to the outside. We got 2 in, 2 out, and one of them 3 wide. Down the backside they go. The 1 to catch, Legendary Noble. On the outside, McCardle's Chat. Coming from way back, Hunkalicious and Jeff Nysonger 3/4, 131-4. Around the final turn, getting away from him, Legendary Noble and David Ward has the lead by 2.5. Hunkalicious continues to close on the outside. Coming home between horses, McCardle's Chat. At the wire, it's all Legendary Noble. McCardle's Chat, Hunkalicious. 2 minutes, 1/5.
Legendary Noble. Christy Noble barn. David Ward in the bike. Takes him in 2
Back
minutes.
half, 59-4.
Nice little back half there. And they started coming at him, and he just pulled away.
Yes.
Did Cisco see a pylon? I don't think he did he?
He might not have.
Yeah.
It looked nasty. I thought maybe we had a broken line or something on the one horse. I don't believe that was the case. He did not finish.
So Christina Smith, her outrider, saw it, immediately headed that way.
Unofficially, first the 5, Legendary Noble. Second to 4, McCardle's Chat. Third to 6, Hunkalicious. 31 for the quarter, half 101-2, 3/4 31-4, 2 minutes and a 1/5 for Legendary Noble.
Now, Bobby Joe, I saw you during the race. You can't sit still.
No, I'm very finicky.
Yeah.
I'm like that too in the driver's seat. It's hard to watch one when I'm watching them all.
Now, watching you driving the ladies pacing series, had a couple starts last night. I was watching you a little bit. Why don't you lean back like some of the other drivers do?
I'm fatter than the other girls. No, but I don't know. I just sit where I'm comfortable.
Yes.
You know, I don't know.
These new bikes, when I started riding them, I thought they was the most uncomfortable things.
I was in Jason's bike because my bike had a flat, and his, I feel like my butt's falling off the seat because mine's set up for me and his set up from him.
You should have hollered at me. Mine was in my truck.
Oh, see?
We're about the same height.
Yeah, and it's, everything's set up differently, and my.
Ohio, Christy Noble's second win on the night. David Ward getting his second winning drive this evening, number 16 at the county fairs this season. The 3-year-old gelding by Bit of a Legend in out of This Is My Life. Home a winner in 2 minutes, 1/5. Final half, 58-4. The final quarter, 28-2. Another sandwich from Drake Concessions, the winning driver, David Ward. And that's another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Bit of a Legend in. Results are official. Number 1, W.D. Frisky did not finish. The 2, Dancing Scoot, 4. The 3, Big Country Legend, 5. The 4, McCardle's Chat, 2. The 5, Legendary Noble, the winner. The 6, Hunkalicious, 3. Top down, DNF, 4, 5, 2, 1, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 31. The half, 101, 102-2. 3/4, 131, 4. The mile, 2 minutes and a 1/5. 9th race. We need a driver on the 5. I'm rocking it. We don't know who's driving the 5. I'm rocking it. Please report the driver to the starter.
All right, so we're going to wrap up with Bobby Joe here. Then we'll go to quick commercial, but something you've done last couple years here is you've organized a tent back there for the horsemen, taking donations for food. So this year, who'd you get?
Troni Brothers. It's an Italian restaurant in Xenia. They just opened fabulous food. You got to try it.
Yep. So if you are here listening to it and you are here at the Greene County Fair, stop by. It's donations only. She's got food. They've got drinks. So thank you for putting that on. Thank you for
Matt
taking
and Michelle helped organize that and put, so
deal.
they were great owners helping out with there too.
Good deal. All right. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. So good luck the rest of the racing season, and I will see you sometime.
And another thing I would like to know about next year. I'll talk later.
Okay.
Anyway, all right, bye.
Imagine that. All right, so we're going to hear a couple words from our sponsors and then be back for the 9th race here at the Greene County Fair.
I think Jason is
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular dancing Yankee, a two-time world champion, along with 2019 Jug winner Southwind Ozzie, the son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
Back here at the Greene County Fair, Xenia, Ohio. We're coming up on race number 9. We got 8 down, 5 to go. Doug, I think we might get them in.
I think we're going to get them in. It was a little iffy there about an hour ago.
Yes. But the track's still good.
Yep, the
They're
track
still
is
going
good.
fast. The only thing about this track is the water will puddle and pool up there along the rail. So I have not seen that yet. So I think we're going to be okay.
I was talking in the office earlier with Roger Houston. As I mentioned earlier, back in 74 through 78, I think I called the races here. And they would race 6 stations. And Roger's dad, this is Roger's hometown, and Roger's dad, they would pay me so much to announce the races here, and then his dad would go out and get sponsorship for me. His dad worked for Landmark, and so I would read a commercial from Landmark and one from the Red Barn. Is the Red Barn still here in Eaton, you know? It was something about like a Burger King or a McDonald's like that. Guy by the name of the wine. Can't think of his first name. He had purple and gold. He'd be a cousin or something to the governor.
Okay.
And but a couple years ago, I'd run across these cards that Roger's mom. It was lady's handwriting, I could tell. So I said to Roger, I'm gonna bring these to you at Greenville. I think it's from your mom. These commercials that she would write up when I called the races here. And sure enough, it was his mom's handwriting. So Jeremy does have a guest now.
I got everybody. This is kind of good place for me because I get all the people. So, Miss Emma Wahlberg, thank you for joining us here on the OHHA broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
So, simple enough. Just ask questions. You just talk whatever you want to talk about here when I start talking.
Sure.
Now, you're married to Russell Early.
Correct.
All right. And I did not realize. So, my wife works for Brad Conrad.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know if most people don't put us together.
Yeah, we met her before at Scioto, and you know.
Yeah. So I try to stay away from her. But now you're from, where are you from again?
Sweden.
Sweden.
Yes.
Now what brought you over to the United States?
Horses.
Oh, imagine that. Yeah. Now who'd you work for over in Sweden? Anybody?
I worked for the Melander family, and that's who I moved over here to work for. And I worked for some other trainees too in New Jersey, and Russell's from Ohio, so we decided to move back like maybe 7 years ago or so, and we like it a lot better here than New Jersey.
Good, yeah. Now, where you guys train out of?
Delaware.
You're out of Delaware. Yep. Okay. Because Russell brought a horse down here to Xenia to Doc Luckenbill one day.
Yeah.
I thought she was at Delaware, but yeah, of course, Doc's retired now. But so you do some driving in the ladies' pacing series,
yes.
Right? How do you like that? Is that fun for you, or?
Oh yeah, I love it. You know, those races are honestly one of the best races on the card when the fairs use that women's race, and it's very competitive this year, and it's getting better and better every year, and you know, everyone drives really good now, and it's fun every time.
Now, I just had Bobby Joe Brewer on, and I asked her, I said, when you ladies finished the race last night, could you hear the crowd?
Yes, yes.
They was into it.
The crowd's always good here, you know. It's always fun to drive here.
Yep. So, all right, now how many horses do you guys have right now?
We have 4 right now.
Just 4?
Yes.
Okay, trotters, pacers, both?
half and half, 2 trotters, 2 pacers. Our trotting colt just won that 7th race, so we're happy about that.
We saw you down there, yep.
Yeah.
So where does he go next?
I don't know what's coming. Oh, yeah, he's racing Sunday at Chillicothe.
You guys go there?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Then probably Urbana after that?
Yes, I would think so, yeah.
Yep. Get the fairs while they're
get
them in. So, good deal. What's your ambition? Do you guys kind of like the fairs, or you want to kind of step up, try to get a sire stake horse, or?
Honestly, whatever suits the horse. Like, obviously, everyone wants a sire stake horse if they can make the money, but I love the fairs too. Just any kind of racing, I really don't care. I enjoy it.
You just like the racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how is this a little bit different? Now, Sweden, do they have something like fairs, or do they just have the main tracks over there?
Not really. They do like summer track, which I guess could be kind of like a fair. They don't have lights and stuff, but they do race just in the summer. But they really don't have fairs. But a lot of younger people drive over there. Like most grooms, you at least try to drive. You know what I mean? So a lot of people drive, and it's different, but I like it better here, I think.
Oh, I'm sure. So what got you into driving?
Well, I used to ride when I was really young, and then just one of them things ended up in a standardbred barn, and they let you ride and kind of do whatever you wanted. And then I've tried to get out a few times, but I can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to flip it up to Roger for the post-parade, and then be back with Emma Wahlberg.
Number 1, Bella Cash, Colton Noble. Number 2, Fear the Fire, Timothy Johnson. Number 3, Silver Beast, the driver, Jeff Nysonger. Number 4 is Atlas Hanover with David Ward. Number 5, I'm Rocking It, Jason Beatty. And number 6, Big Booty Rudy, Mark St. Louis Jr. in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score. They'll go to the gate in less than 2 minutes. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
All right, back here with Emma. We'd like to stay and talk a lot more, but we're trying to get these races in, so we don't have a whole lot of time in between races. But we do thank you for taking time out, because I know you guys had a couple in today. Take time out of your schedule, talking with us. Please, anytime you go to a fair or something, come up here and talk to us.
Thank you.
We'd
I
love
appreciate
to talk
it.
to you about it. And
Now, are you still working for Brian Brown?
Yes, I've been helping Brian since they came back from Florida, and I'm still there.
Geocentric, where is she at now?
I believe they turned her out maybe for a week, but I'm not sure. Okay. But she didn't race very good out in the Adios Volo at the Meadows.
Okay.
But I'm honestly not sure.
Okay.
good deal. All right, Miss Emma, thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you.
a safe trip home, and we will see you next time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Well, as we look across the way, 9th race, field of 6. Post-time favorite right now. Board is hard to see. Looks like maybe the 4 Atlas Hanover, Christy Noble trainee. Fan favorite here, David Ward. Looking for his 3rd driving win, Atlas Hanover. $170,000 purchase, so I would say he is probably the favorite. $170,000 purchase as a yearling.
It's made over $300,000 lifetime, but
this is the Steve Phillips race.
So we got some
Steve
big
Phillips
booty Rudy
at
taking
the starting gate right here from Xenia, Ohio.
Good.
Atlas Hanover, winner of $300,000 lifetime. Bella Cash, Fear the Fire, Silver Beast, Atlas Hanover, I'm Rocking It, Big Booty Rudy, a field of 6. Mike Wemkenberg starting gate. The wings of the gate are open. Let's send it across the way to Roger Houston.
The upper turn. Gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're often pacing that Silver Beast going for the lead. Atlas Hanover on the outside. as they race into the turn, go on to the first 8. Up on the outside, Big Booty Rudy is third. Racing fourth, Fear the Fire. Racing fifth as they race around the turn. Trailing the field, Bella Cash. Down the backside they go. On top of the field and showing the way, Atlas Hanover right there second. That's Silver Beast as they race by the opening quarter. Opening panel, 29-1. Around the turn, going to the 3/8. On top of the field and showing the way, Atlas Hanover, David Ward leading the pack. Silver Beast and Jeff Neishunger right there second. Racing third into the lane, Big Booty Rudy comes to the outside. First up, now third, now second, and going after the leader. I'm Rocking It's out and moving on the outside. Racing up fifth is Bella Cash and treading the field. Fear the Fire, the half. 59 3/5. On to the backside they go. It's Atlas Hanover by 2 1/4. Big Rudy on the outside is there second. Racing third on the inside. Silver Beast going to the 3/4 mark. Continue to show the way. It's Atlas Hanover trying to close the gap. Big Booty Rudy racing third. Silver Beast up on the outside fourth. That's I'm Rocking It. Fifth is Bella Cash, 3/4. 1:27-2. 27-4. Third panel. Into the stretch they come. Atlas Hanover with the lead by 2 1/2. Big Booty Rudy closing the gap second, but it's going to be David Ward, Atlas Hanover. Big Booty Rudy, I'm Rocking It.
Atlas Hanover. David Ward's going to return to the winner's circle, along with the Christy Noble stable.
David Ward's third
156, 3/5, fastest of the week.
56 3, did Roger say?
That's what I thought he said, yeah.
Atlas Sanders, we mentioned $170,000 yearling purchase 3 years ago. 5-year-old bay got the son of Captain Treacherous out of the American Ideal
4,
Mare.
6, 5, unofficial. 4,
America Way,
6,
bred by Hanover
5.
Shoe Farms, third of the season for Atlas Hanover. Has a mark as a 4-year-old of 151, taking it over Downs. 29-1, 59-3, 127-2, home 156-3. Second was a 6, Big Booty Rudy. Third, the 5, I'm Rocking It.
So half, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of the 6 horses in the field have made over 6 digits lifetime, so it wasn't a bad field. And Colt Noble with the 1 horse, Bella Cash. He owns, trains, and drives her. He's been racing out east. Had a win 4 starts back at the Meadowlands. The Big M, 55-1. Colton aboard, so he got a win at the Meadowlands. That's always a thrill.
Into the winner's circle. Steve Phillips Memorial Signature Series number 4, Atlas Hanover. Owned by Dennis Owens, Adams Racing. Christy Noble, the winning trainer. David Ward, the winning driver. He's picking up their 3rd win on tonight's card. Atlas Hanover, 5-year-old galley by Captain Treacherous of Way. Home winner in 156-3, final half 57, final quarter 29-1. David Ward with another sandwich from Drake Concessions here at the Greene County Fair. Results are official. Number 1, Bella Cash. 4. The 2, Fear the Fire. 6. The 3, Silver Beast. 5. The 4, Atlas Hanover, the winner. The 5, I'm Rocking It. 3. The 6, Big Booty Rudy. 2. Top down. 4, 6, 5. 1, 3. 2 on the bottom. 29-1. 59-3. 127-2. 156 3/5. Blanking this race sponsored by the Zering family to Atlas Hanover and David Ward. In the 10th, number 5, Racing Spirit, the driver Colton Noble. Colton Noble will drive the 5, Racing Spirit, in race 10.
Well, the 10th is up next. It's the third division of the 3-year-old Colt and
Bring 'em
Colt
out.
pace for 4,557. Field of 6, and we'll be back to take a look at the 10th race right after this.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC oil. It makes a world of difference.
The Delaware County Fair, where history meets horsepower. Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime as the world-famous Little Brown Jug takes center stage. Witness the heart-pounding action, the thundering hooves, and the sheer determination of these incredible athletes compete for the coveted Little Brown Jug title. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. For ticket and hospitality options, visit littlebrownjug.com. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are made and legends are born. Be there!
Back here for race number 10 to Greene County Fair, day 2. We've got 9 down, 4 to go. I think the rain started back in just a little bit there, but track is still good, isn't it, Doug?
Yes, very, very fast track. We had a nice mile, last race, 56-3. One of the fastest miles probably so far at the county fairs in Ohio so far this year. So we have a 3-year-old Colt pace, a field of 6. The 1 is 9-106. David Ward for Christy Noble. 3-year-old Bay Gold's son of Rock and Roll Heaven. Lather Up is the sire. Passionate Beauty the dam. 3 wins this year, 51-4 at Scioto. Was a winner last time out in 51-4 at Scioto. That is the record for 9-106. 46,519 on the year.
The 2 is I'm a Chick Magnet. Jeff Nysonger's going to be in the bike for the combination of trainer Dan O'Mara, owner Marjorie Paul Hamus. The 3-year-old I'm Gorgeous Gelding out of the Always Virgin mare Fritzy Chick. 12 starts this year. Has a 3rd place finish, $4,300 in the bank. Last year had 12 starts, 2 wins. Took a mark of 53-4 at Scioto Downs. As a 2-year-old. Last start was at Hoosier Park. Paced in 52-2 and did not get a check. And started a couple of fairs before that with the 5th place finish.
Tim Johnson drives the 3. Hail the Dragon for Daniel Brewer, who owns and trains this 3-year-old Bay Golded son. Fear the Dragon out of the Real Desire mare, Real Ravishing, was an Ohio Select purchase. As a 2-year-old for $20,000, has 7 starts this year, has a 3rd, 1,100. Last year, 12 starts, a win, 3 seconds, 2/3, 10,000 last year. Was a winner at Delaware, 157-3. Hail the Dragon.
The 4 Buckeye State, Mark St. Louis going to drive for Brett Swartz, who owns the Yankee Cruiser Gelding out of the Dragon Again mare Sunshine State. 11 starts this year, has a 2nd, 5 3rd place finishes. Little just shy of $8,500. Coming off of a 4th place finish at Piketon, 2nd place finish at Hilliard's. Took a mark last year at none other than the Rock Springs.
Mike Arnold, the 5, Racing Spirit. Arnold trains his 3-year-old Brown Gold, son of a Racing Hill, out of the Better's Delight mare. All Spirit. 1 win, 2 seconds, 2/3, 14,000, 30,000 lifetime. That's 2 second-place finishes. Last time out at Eaton was second. That was Sunday. 1:59.3 the mile. Second, beaten 5.5. Racing Spirit timed in 2:01.2.
And rounding out the field, starting from post 6, Kevin Snyder's driving Exotic Dancer for Kimberly Daly. We're going to flip it up to Roger for the post parade, and we'll finish talking about the 6.
These are the horses, 10th race. Ohio Colt Racing Association, 3-year-old Colt and gelding pace for 45.57. Number 1, 9106, David Ward. The 2, I'm a Chick Magnet, Jeff Nysonger. The 3, Hail the Dragon, Timothy Johnson. The 4, Buckeye State, Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 5, Racing Spirit, Colton Noble. And number 6, Exotic Dancer, Kevin Snyder. Appearing at a county fair near you.
Roger beat me to it. I was going to say something about the Exotic Dancer, but Jasmine's not here for me to give her crap about that. So, Kimberly Daly trains and co-owns with Shane Hines, Dancing Yankee Gelding out of the Phil and Frisky mare Lady Julie. 5 starts this year, has not hit the board yet, did not have any starts as a 2-year-old. Made a break at Sydney. They've been racing up at Scioto, pacing 56 last few starts. So, well, it looks like the 1 and the 3, Doug. I think should be a...
Yeah, 9106.
And is it even
It is
money
pretty
right
much
now?
hands down the winner here,
Yeah.
I think. Only 3 wins on this season. One of those wins coming at Circleville back in June, and I can remember being at Scioto the night he won in 53 and a piece and paid about $44 to win out of post 7. Danny Noble just sent him right to the front and never looked back.
Second
He's
start
pretty much
on-
the class of the field here.
Yeah, second start on Lasix for him also.
See how he gets across this half-mile track.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. That's Buckeye State going for the lead. Racing Spirit on the outside as they race into the turn. On the inside, 9106 as they race to the backside has the lead. Racing second is Buckeye State. Racing third, I'm a Chick Magnet down the backside. Racing Spirit is fourth. Racing fifth, Exotic Dancer in the trailer. Hail the Dragon. All in straight alignment as they race over to the first quarter mark. 9106 leads the way by a length and a quarter. Opening panel 30 2/5 as they race into the turn. Buckeye State is here second. Racing third, I'm a Chick Magnet. Fourth is Racing Spirit. Fifth, Exotic Dancer, and trailing the field into the stretch, it's Hail the Dragon. Coming to the halfway point. On top of the field, it's 9106, bringing them over to the half. Up on the outside with every stride, it's Racing Spirit, now second. Third is Buckeye State, halfway home in 102-1. Into the turn, go on to the 3/8 mark. Racing fourth, I'm a Chick Magnet, closing the gap. Racing fifth, Hail the Dragon. Trail the field, down the backside, go on to the 3/4 mark. Hail the Dragons, out and moving on the outside, fifth. Now fourth, go on to the 3/4 mark. The leader is 9106, still on the outside. Racing Spirit second. Buckeye State third. 3/4, 131-1. Third panel in 29 flat. And opening up, 9106. Drawn away now by 3. Make it 4 on the outside. Racing Spirit on the outside second. Inside Buckeye State. Coming to the wire. It's all 9106. Home second, Buckeye State. Racing Spirit third. 159 2/5.
So the 1-5 favorite, 9106.
57-1 back half for 9106. Fourth of the season. 3-year-old Bay Gelding by Lather Up was a $40,000 Lexington Select purchase as a 2-year-old. Made $12,752. This year about $36,000 for 9106, owned by Tim Homan, Norman Ray Racing, and Jim Burnett. Christy Noble trains. David Ward gets his 4th winning drive of the evening. 3 in a row for David Ward.
That was pretty well over after the first turn when they got in single file and David started tapping the brakes.
Yes. 2nd to 4, Buckeye State. 3rd to 5, Racing Spirit. Fractions of 30 and 2/5. 102 and 1, 131 and 1, 159 and 2. As we mentioned, back half, 57 and 1.
So, if I'm looking at that right, the 4 was 30 to 1 as finishing second. So that'll be a pretty good perfecta. Exacta, whatever they call it over here.
Ohio Colt Racing Association 3-year-old Colt and Gelding pace. Number 1, 9106. Owned by Tim Homan, Norman Ray Racing, Jim Burnett, Christy Noble, 4th win of the night. David Ward, his 4th winning drive of the night. 3-year-old Gelding, but Lather Up at a Passionate Beauty. Home winner in 159 2/5. Final half 57 and 1. Final quarter 28 and 1. And another sandwich for David Ward from Drake Concessions. Now, David, don't you eat all 4 of those sandwiches tonight. You won't be able to make weight. Results are official. Number 1, 9016 with the winner. The 2, I'm a Chick Magnet 4. The 3, Hail the Dragon 5. The 4, Buckeye State 2. The 5, Racing Spirit 3. The 6, Exotic Dancer 6. Top down 1, 4, 5, 2, 3. 6 on the bottom. 30 and 2. 102 1. 131 1. The mile 159 2/5. 11th race, no changes. Race 11. Signature Series 2nd Division. Bring them on. 5 of you. Bring them out. Race 11.
Well, Jeremy, it's on to the 11th, the 2nd Division of the Signature Series. Steve Phillips Memorial for 1,415, a field of 5. We'll be back right after these messages to the Greene County Fair.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Moni, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 15th.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Back here at the Greene County Fair, we've got race 11 coming up, 2nd Division, Signature Series Steve Phillips Memorial.
I'm checking. Scioto Downs was in a weather delay. I want to make sure this is official before I comment on this. The remains of tonight's race card have been canceled. Live racing will return Friday the 2nd, first race post at 5:45. The remaining stake races will be contested at a time and date to be determined later this evening. So Scioto had four in for sure. Maybe they was ready for the 5th. And things got pretty nasty there weather-wise. I don't know if it was lightning or if it was that much rain.
I don't know. Ellen didn't text
But they
me.
had state fair races tonight, so they will be a decision to be made where they'll be raced and when. But we're still going at it. We had a slight delay. It wasn't because of rain. It was mainly because of the lightning. After the 3rd, I believe, we're on to the 11th. A field of 5. Jeremy, the 1 is Robbins Art. Roy Wilson drives for Kent Saunders. 3 seconds, 3 thirds. 74,000 last year. Only 9 this year. 181,000 lifetime. 150 and 2/5 last year for Robbins Art at Scioto Downs.
The 2, Skipping Stone. Alan Woolham's going to be in the bike for trainer Brian George. Sherry Watts out of Florida owns the 7-year-old Pet Rock Gelding. 24 starts this year, 2 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds, 25,000 in the bank. Took a mark of 53-1 at Miami Valley. Coming off of a win at Piketon, driven by Alan's wife, Heather Woolham. So if he doesn't do any good, we're going to have a comment for him or two.
Tim Deaton will drive the 3. Beaches B. Cray Cray for Tammy Hartman. This 4-year-old, by loss for words, hasn't had a win this year, has had 3 seconds, a win last year, right at 40,000 lifetime for the 3. Beaches B. Cray Cray.
The 4, Cyclone Union Jack. Mark St. Louis is going to drive for trainer Stacy Van Heusen. The 6-year-old Rockin' Amadeus gelding, owned by Cyclone Stables, Ostrander, Ohio. 8 starts this year, 2 wins, 2 seconds. A little $8,400. Took a mark of 54-3 at Wilmington, where he broke the track record over there. 2 starts back. Coming off of another win, Lebanon, 56 flat.
5, Cody Hanover. David Ward looking for his 5th driving win of the evening. Christy Noble trains. Cody Hanover, 381,000 lifetime, 16,820 this year for Cody Hanover. Going to have the post parade now with Roger Houston.
These are the horses, 11th race Signature Series, Steve Phillips Memorial 2nd Division. Number 1, Robbins Art, the driver, Roy Wilson. Number 2, Skipping Stone, Alan Woolham's excused from the post parade for his absence. Number 3, Beaches B. Cray Cray, Tim Deaton. Number 4, Cyclone Union Jack, Mark St. Louis Jr. And number 5, Cody Hanover, David Ward in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
As we mentioned just a few minutes ago, Scioto Downs has canceled, I believe, after 4. It's state fair racing action this week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Scioto. The 2nd race tonight was a 2-year-old Colt filly trot for $55,000. Rose Run Allison was a winner for Chris Page and Ron Burke in 55-1. State Fair Manager's 2-year-old filly Pace for $79,500 was won by The Word Is Out by Chris Page for Ron Burke in 153-2. As we mentioned, Scioto has canceled for the evening after 4 races. We don't know if it was lightning or just that much rain, but there'll be a decision made sometime this evening when these state fair races will be made up and where. So that is to be announced this evening. As we look across the way, Mike Wepkenberg pulls the gate into position. I should say Becky. Mike opens the wings. Field of 5 for the second division of the Steve Phillips, Robbins Art, Skipping Stone, Beaches B. Cray Cray, Cyclone, Union Jack, Cody Hanover. Field of 5. Let's go across the way to the voice, Roger Houston, to give us a call.
They come. Off and pacing, that's Robbins Art going for the lead. Beaches B. Cray Cray up on the outside second as they race into the turn. Getting away third, it's Skipping Stone. On to the backside they go, racing fourth. As they race around the turn, Cyclone, Union Jack, and trading the field, Cody Hanover. Down the backside, Beaches B. Cray Cray has the lead, but not for long. Roy Wilson's on the move with Robbins Art. Here comes Cyclone, Union Jack, Mark St. Louis Jr. 3 wide to grab the racetrack by the quarter, 29-3. Around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Cyclone, Union Jack has the lead. Robbins Art racing second. Beaches B. Cray Cray racing third as he passes down to the first time, coming to the halfway point. Skipping Stones on the move on the outside as they race over to the halfway station. They reach the half and race into the turn. On top of the field, Cyclone, Union Jack halfway home, 1 minute 3/5. Racing to the backside, Skipping Stone on the outside second. Robbins Art tiring third. Racing on the outside, down the backside they go. Here comes Cody Hanover trading the field. That's Beaches B. Cray Cray. Go on to the 3/4 mark. Cyclone, Union Jack has the lead. The outside Skipping Stone at the 3/4 mark. 3 quarters in 1:28-4, 28-1. Third panel around the final turn. Cyclone, Union Jack opens up by 3. Racing second is Skipping Stone. Into the stretch, Robbins Art third. Coming home, it's Cyclone, Union Jack. Skipping Stone closing on the outside. Robbins Art. Here they are. 158, 1/5.
158-1 for Cyclone Union Jack. Mark St. Louis Jr. gets his third winner on the evening, his 57th on the season in the Ohio County Fairs.
That's 3 straight for Cyclone Union Jack. He's vacated Scioto, come to the fairs, and just tearing it up.
29-3, 1 minute and 3/5, 28-4. 158-1, Cyclone Union Jack. Third of the season, takes the second division of the Signature Series, the Steve Phillips Memorial.
At 5-1 too. It was third choice on the board.
Second was the 2, Skipping Stone, Alan Willems. 3rd-1, Robbins Art. 4th-3, Beaches B. Cray Cray. And 5th-5, Cody Hanover.
Let's go in the barn area. We got 2 races left. We got 2 left. Come on with the 12th.
That was Judge John Wiest on there, I believe.
Yep.
He wants to roll these last 2, try to get them in. The 12th is up next. It's the
Back
Chip
in front of the
Noble
stands, your
Memorial.
winner of the 11th race, Steve Phillips Memorial Signature Series, sponsored by the Greene County Agricultural Society. Number 4, Cyclone Union Jack, owned by the Cyclone Stables of Ostrander, Ohio. Stacy Van Heusen, the winning trainer. Mark St. Louis Jr. with win number 57 this year at the fairs, his 3rd win tonight. The 6-year-old gelding, but rocking Amadeus out of Can't Do It Forever. Home a winner in 158, 1/5. Final half, 57-3. The final quarter, 29-2. Another sandwich for Mark St. Louis Jr. from Drake Concessions. Results are official. Number 1, Robbins Art, 3. The 2, Skipping Stone, 2. The 3, Beaches B. Cray Cray, 4. The 4, Cyclone Union Jack, the winner. The 5, Cody Hanover 5. Top down, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5 on the bottom. The quarter, 29 and 3. The half, 1 minute 3. The 3/4, 128.4. The mile, 158, 1/5. In the 12th race, number 2.
Looking at the radar on my phone, we're going to get wet here pretty quick, but the big red cell is more toward Dayton. So
Okay.
I think if they roll these next two and we can get them in within 15, 20 minutes at the most, we'll be okay. We might be racing in a little rain. 12th race is up next, tonight's featured race, the Chip Noble Memorial for $8,000. We'll be back to take a look at that 12th right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Father, daughter.
Well, we're back here for the 12th race. It's the Chip Noble Memorial for $8,000. Xenia, the hometown of Ohio Hall of Famer, Chip Noble. I can remember when I was a 21-year-old gentleman announcing races here in 1974. Chip and I are pretty much the same age. Chip driving here. Chip the third, there was Bruz Noble, was his dad, I believe. Just a gentleman. The father of Dan Noble, who right now is a leading driver at Scioto Downs. So we're getting set for the Chip Noble Memorial, a field of 5. Number 1, Maximum Lovin, Mark St. Louis Jr. for Randy Smith. $125,000 lifetime, a winner once this year. 52-2 at Scioto Downs. Mark St. Louis Jr., the 1, Maximum Lovin.
The 2, Boomtown Boy. I didn't get the driver's change on that.
That is Jason Beatty. To drive the 2.
Right.
Colton Noble will drive the 3.
Okay, Larry Finn trains the 2, Boomtown Boy, for owner Chad Sloan. Better Than Cheddar, 4-year-old horse. Has 20 starts this year, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a third, closing in on $30,000 for the year. Took a mark at 53 flat at Scioto back on July 11th. Lifetime, 5 wins with the mark of 53.
3 crunch time. Chip's grandson Colton will drive for Christy Noble. Crunch time, $248,000 lifetime. 52-3 at Pocono Downs earlier in the year. Colton Noble, the 3, crunch time.
The 4, Better Option. Jasmine's going to drive for trainer owner Adam Short. 4-year-old gelding by Better's Delight out of the Mach 3 mare, West 3rd Street. 23 starts this year, 4 wins, 5 seconds, 2 thirds, over $60,000 in the bank. Took a mark at 51 flat at Scioto.
5 Velocity Chaps, David Ward drives and trains. $142,000 lifetime for the 5 Velocity Chaps.
Jr. Number 2, Boomtown Boy with Jason Beatty. Number 3, Crunch Time A, Colton Noble. Number 4, Better Option, Jasmine Arnold. And number 5, Velocity Chaps, David Ward in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Less than 2 to wager, race 12. Get them ready for the...
So it looks like they got Jasmine bet down to 1-9 favorite. Everybody else is at 99-1.
Chip's grandson Colton driving the 3, crunch time. It'd probably be a thrill for Colton to win The Chip Noble Memorial. The rain's starting to come down, pretty steady rain you can see in the lights. The track's still fast. Got a breeze, the flags are moving across the way.
I bet Mike calls them directly to the gate. Try to get these last 2 races in. Better option, been pacing 51, 52 consistently at Scioto and 30,000 claimers. Crunch time has been in 20 and 30,000 claimers out at Yonkers. So we got some.
Mike Wepkenberg has called him a field of 5. Maximum 11, Boomtown Boy, Crunch Time, Better Option, Velocity Chaps. The favorite to 4, Better Option, and Jasmine Arnold. Colton Noble, grandson of Chip Noble, will drive the 3, Crunch Time. Let's go to Roger. He'll give us a call.
They're off and pacing, going for the lead in the middle of the track as they race over to the first 8th on the inside. Maximum 11 on the outside. Their Crunch Time 8 takes a seat, racing 3rd. That's Velocity Chaps to the backside. Boomtown Boy 4th, treading the field. Better Option. Straight alignment down the backside. Maximum 11 has the lead by a length and a quarter. Crunch Time A right there second. Racing 3rd into the turn. Go on to the 38th mark. It's Boomtown Boy. Racing 4th. Opening quarter of speedy 27-2. Around the final turn. Here comes Colton Noble. Crunch Time A on the move on the outside. Now second and after the leader. Maximum 11 passing the stands first time on the inside. Maximum 11 up on the outside. Crunch Time A racing 3rd as they race into the turn. Velocity Chaps racing 4th. It's Boomtown Boy at the half. 56-4. Onto the backside they go, and the 5/8 mark. Treading the field, Better Option. Go on to the 3/4 mark. Maximum 11 with the lead. Right there second, Velocity Chaps. Tiring on the outside. Crunch Time A now 3rd. And here comes Jasmine Arnold with Better Option on the inside. Now 3rd. At the 3/4, 126-1. Midway around the final turn. Maximum 11 with the lead. Velocity Chaps on the outside. Better Option is 3rd. Less than an 8 to go. Maximum 11 on the outside. Velocity Chaps. Maximum 11. Velocity Chaps on the outside. Nose to nose. Wire to wire. Who's it gonna be? Photo for win.
Tight. Very, very tight.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to call it without a photo.
Mm-mm.
I don't know who might have the advantage if the outside horse does. I don't know.
Yeah.
See what that final time is.
Mm-hmm. Big mile for Maximum 11. Got to the front, started shutting them down, and Colton decided not to take the 2-hole trip. That horse looked pretty rammy in the hole.
Yes.
So.
He had trouble backing him off to get that 2-hole trip. I don't believe Roger gave us a final time, did he?
No. Then Jasmine looked like she was going to come up and swoop him.
5-1-4 unofficial. 5-1-4 unofficial.
5, Velocity Chaps, David Ward. Over the 1, Maximum 11. It's got to be very, very close. Still didn't get that final time. 27-2, 56-4, 126-1.
Yeah. Just looking at the rigging of Colton's Colt, yeah, he looks a little rammy. Got a brain cord tie down. All the fun stuff. So Velocity Chaps, that's
big night for David Ward, his 5th. I believe he had a couple last night, right, Jeremy?
Back in front of the
He did.
stands, the winner, Chip Noble Memorial for $8,000. Number 5, Velocity Chaps. Velocity Standardbreds, Lebanon, Ohio. David Ward trains and drives his 5th win on tonight's card. The 5-year-old gelding, but well said of the Velocity Chiplet. Home a winner in 1:57. Final half, a minute and a fifth. Final quarter, 30-4. Velocity Chaps. David Ward wins the Chip Noble Memorial, sponsored by the Chip Noble Memorial. Results are official. Number 1, Maximum 11, 2. The 2, Boomtown Boy, 5. The 3, Crunch Time A, 4. The 4, Better Option, 3. The 5, Velocity Chaps, the winner. Top down, 2, 5, 4, 3, 1 on the bottom. Quarter, 27-2. The half, 56-4. 3 quarters, 126-1. The mile, 1:57.
Well, there you
13th
have
and
it.
final.
Chip
The
Noble
father-daughter
Memorial. On to the 13th. This is a father-daughter race. You don't see this too much. Is this something they have every year here at
I think
Greene County Fair?
Last year was the first year they did it. It was they included a father-son race also, or because I think Danny and Colton drove in it last year. And of course, State Fair Stakes Scioto and was tonight, so that's why Danny's up there and Colton's not driving in it. So
Well, Jeremy, we'll be back to take a look at this final. We're rolling right through them tonight here. It is 9:13, 1 to go. We'll be back to take a look at this 13th and final from Xenia, Ohio, right after this.
Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
back here for our finale at the Greene County Fair, the race 13. This is the father-daughter race. It's actually both sets are from Greene County. We got the Smith family and then Larry Finn and Jasmine Arnold. So this should be, I don't think the dad's going to take it easy on the daughters.
No.
Because the daughters sure wouldn't take it easy on the dads. So
we are very, very lucky to get these races in tonight. They have rolled. The horsemen did a great job getting them out. I'll tell you, if we wouldn't have had that delay of probably a good 20 minutes, we'd be on our way home.
Oh, yeah.
Starting at 6:30 with 13 races, we'd have been finished at 8:55 probably, and that is rolling.
Yeah, we'd be home crispy packing up.
So how far a drive to Athens? That's probably a haul for you.
It's like 2.5.
2.5 hours. Roger Houston will be there both days at Athens.
Now, you know, don't go, your Google will probably tell you to take 35 to 50. Don't do it. Go 35 to 32. because as soon as you get out on Route 50, it's up, down, left, right, all, yeah. Unless you like the scenic view, but.
I get no cell service. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
I'm taking that route.
He said he's taking that route for no cell service. So no woodland view for Chris.
Do you know where is your next stop? Do you know yet?
No, I don't. I gave Frank my schedule for August, and they was working on that today to. So we're gonna.
Okay, it's going to be a quick post parade. We're going right to the gate. The rain is coming down pretty steady. Rocky ground. Smile today, babes dig me, Sriracha.
Number 2, Smile Today, Randy Smith. Number 3, Babes Dig Me, Larry Finn. And number 4, Sriracha Heat, Jasmine Arnold. One score and go to the gate.
So we got, looks like most of them been racing up at Scioto, claimings, condition races. So 50.
The OHHA will be on the air tomorrow. I believe it's 5 o'clock post at Athens. 9 races. They're back there at noon Saturday. 6 races. Chillicothe Sunday, a noon post time. Mansfield, a doubleheader there Sunday. I should say a doubleheader for the OHHA. Noon at Chillicothe, 5:30 that evening at Mansfield, and then Mansfield goes back again on Monday with a 5:30 post. Then that takes you to the beginning of the week, Urbana Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a big night at Urbana on Tuesday, Buckeye Stallion Series and their Dick Buxton Trot at the Champaign County Fair. Jeremy, it's been a pleasure. The 13th and final are at the gate.
For the last time, let's send it up to Roger.
Here they come. They're off and pacing. That's rocky ground on the inside. Sriracha Heat up on the outside as they race into the turn. Smile Today gets away third, treading the field. Babes Dig Me to the backside. Christina Smith wins the early battle with rocky ground. Right there second, Sriracha Heat. Jasmine Arnold. The Paps are trailing the field. Racing third, Randy Smith, Smile Today in the trailer. Larry Finn with Babes Dig Me. By the opening quarter, 28 seconds. Around the turn they go. The Daughters lead the way. Rocky ground on top of the field. Racing second, Sriracha Heat. Coming to the outside. Here comes Smile Today from third. Closing the gap fourth, Babes Dig Me. Passing the stands first time. It's rocky ground with the lead. Up on the outside, Smile Today. Inside, Sriracha Heat. Moving to the outside, Babes Dig Me. They're halfway home and race into the turn. Off the half in 59 seconds. Racing to the backside, we're in a downpour. The leader is rocky ground by a length. Still on the outside, Smile Today. Sriracha Heat racing on the inside. Babes Dig Me fourth. Down the backside they go. Rocky ground continues to show the way for Christina Smith. Racing second, Sriracha Heat. Jasmine Arnold needs some racing room at the 3/4 mark. Smile Today third, Babes Dig Me fourth. 1:29 and 4, and here they all come in the father-daughter race, and the Daughters are going to battle it out. Rocky ground with the lead. Sriracha Heat comes to the outside second through the stretch. Sriracha Heat, Jasmine Arnold on the outside, drawing away with every stride. Sriracha Heat, rocky ground second. 2 minutes, 2/5 in a downpour.
That's Jasmine Arnold. The Daughters finish 1-2, as Roger said, in a downpour, and it is a downpour.
It is coming down now, yes. I had to move up a row because I was getting wet. Actually, we're still getting a little wet, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
So,
The sad thing is we're going to get a little wetter if we want to get out of here. We're going to get a lot wetter.
Let's get off air.
We're just about 15 to 20 minutes too late.
Yep. So
I think she's here to stay for a while.
Yeah.
We've been dodging this all night. We're very lucky to get these in. The horsemen have did a great job getting these horses out tonight.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's wrap this up so Chris can get the stuff unplugged. And
I don't think we really got to go to the winner's circle. The equipment's going to get wet. Let's just close it off here.
Right.
Jasmine Arnold won the ladies' pace. It's been a great night at Xenia. Doug Ballinger, Jerry Smith, Chris on the camera. So long from Xenia, Ohio. Tomorrow, the action of the OHJ is in Athens, Ohio, at 5 o'clock post time.
See you then.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing has been presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Dublin Valley Farms, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio